am the epitome of real, the definition of truth. Nikki C in the place to be. Love yourself, know yourself, be true to yourself, and stay fly. Yo, what's good, y'all? What's good? Everything good over here. Hope everything good over there. Because it's nothing to a real one like me. Anyway, I'm just chilling out, doing another Chop It Up episode. This is season 6, episode 2 of Chop It Up. And I'm expecting a few guests to come through. I got Aaron Collins on his way. I got Naga coming up. And we're going to chop it up like we always do. So I had a pretty cool day. It was kind of slow motion today. I didn't get to really do what I thought I was going to be doing, but I had to do something else that came up. And just really been focused today, which I need to be focused. I really need to be more focused so I can get things done. I had a few meetings today. One business meeting and one school meeting. And both turned out pretty cool. Pretty dope. What's up, Naga?
What's up?
We had a bystander. We had a not an innocent bystander. We had I think we had one eyewitness that was right there a minute ago.
That might have been me when I first went to get the link though. When I first came on, because I hit the like and then I had to get the link off the page, and then I always delete the
Oh yeah, that might have been you. You're right. I don't know why I was like thinking it was an eyewitness.
Nah, they coming. You know they coming. About 12 hours. 12 hours gonna be up there soon. But what's going on? How your day been?
My day has been. It's been good. It's been good. It's been cool.
That's what's up.
I just been basically taking care of business all day, which I got one more thing to do. And I forgot I gotta go to LA. I keep forgetting I gotta go to LA in the morning.
That's a long ride for you.
It's an hour, at least an hour.
Oh shit.
But I can leave earlier than I've normally been leaving now.
Yeah, you ever got your situation fixed or whatever?
Well,
but you had to get your rims or your something like that, right?
Anyway, I wanted to come on here and chop it up about the spiritual side of what's really going on in the industry.
Right. What you think about all that shit, man? That shit is crazy, yo. Like, and then keeping 100, man. You don't. I mean, I know everybody been talking. You got the Jaguar rights and all that shit. Been saying all what they've been saying and shit. But then, like, I feel some type of way about we be badgering our own people and shit, despite what's going on. Until we got 100% proof, I think I'm gonna keep my opinion like limited because I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't know. We don't do that to nobody else though. We like even if we, what I'm saying, we can't go hard on no other culture, but we go hard on our culture. You know what I'm saying? So I want to know for facts. Like, I want to know, like, this is what they found. This is what happened. They got this dude at this time. Then we can speak at it, you know what I'm saying, from that value. If he really did all this shit, you know what I'm saying? But until then, I don't know, because dude made a good point earlier. Dude was like, it could be an attack towards power and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because not for nothing, niggas is good with making money. And I'm not separating him from the Biggie Tupac shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we feel that. We feel that in the air. Even Biggie mom said that shit. Biggie mom's is like, I know he had something to do with my son's death. And that shit, I got chills when she said that shit. So if not for nothing, I do want him to confess to that. If he got something to do with it, I want him to man up and put that on his chest. But, even if he gay, that don't mean that he's trafficking females. That just means he gay. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a lot of accusations, death, you know what I'm saying, money, like drugs, money, all that shit. Like, and who you can't separate it. I know you can't separate it depending on the type of character a person is. But that just might be my good heart. That's like, I don't. I hope he ain't got all that shit.
I mean, I'm all the people, my people. I don't care about the black and white stuff because I feel like God made everybody. He didn't just make us. And I believe everybody do derive from the African people. I believe that's where everybody derived from. So I'm not against anybody, but I'm against the wrongdoings.
And you know what? I'm not mad at that, Nikki. But in the same breath, though, that's how shit is being used in this country, though. It's not like we can't look at it as.
Go ahead.
We can say that, but it's not like it's not being used like that. Like, people who got higher levels of echelon money, they separate themselves and use niggas as scapegoats. You know what I'm saying? So how can we not look at it like that? We may feel like that about certain people we deal with, but that doesn't state the value to the government and what they really be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I already looked at it. I already looked at that shit the way you trying to say that is what you saying now. I already said they was going to use these black people as scapegoats because we're so eager to jump up in there when somebody offer us some money.
Right.
If somebody say, oh, we're going to give you $50,000 for this or whatever amount, we running to try to get the money, but we don't never sit here and rely on where our help really come from.
That's right.
Which is the Most High.
That's right.
Which is you take shorts until the Most High go ahead and bless you.
I believe
because it's gonna happen. But these people ain't doing that. They taking every shortcut, doing whatever they can, and they put themselves in this situation. So why should we be sitting up here tomorrow? Oh, because they are of color like us, that we should go along and be saying we feel sorry for them. I don't feel sorry for them because they took that step to make the wrong choices.
So you ultimately believe the reason why he got all the money he got is because of all of the jobs he took from people who was already effed up like that?
I ultimately believe that how can somebody get this kind of much money unless they ain't doing some underhanded stuff? Because it says the rich man got a chance, a camel got a chance to go through the eye of a needle before a rich man can enter the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
Exactly.
And how he
so all that money, you doing something.
Far, like how you the only nigga that can get all that money, like.
Yeah, why? But see, they do this, and so that people could worship him.
Right.
Now, a lot of people have worshipped these people, these celebrities, and all that is another energy pull to me. When we
Right.
looking up to these people and we want to be a part of what they're doing, we want to go to all their concerts and stuff. We're feeding into it. We're the ones paying them.
You know what? It's deep. That's a super deep concept because it's almost like, you know how, back in the day we'll see shit and then niggas want to be famous but don't know what it take to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, but you don't know what entails that comes with that. And if it's set up right, you start wanting shit, and then when that shit get in your life, you're pressed with all these different situations that you didn't know was available, and now you turn all the way out, but you got the money. You know what I'm saying? And then it
Yeah.
shows you the weight of what you got to go through. Don't weigh up to you receiving the value of that money. You know what I'm saying? That money is actually created. It's not real. It's not even backed by gold and silver. So you just getting paper to have your life heinously turned upside down. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, shit. I mean, I believe everything you're saying. You know what I mean? But no buts, no buts, no buts. It just feels bad. It just feels bad
It
to act.
feels bad. It really does feel bad. It's sad that all these brothers trusted, you for them to get somewhere,
Right,
and you took it upon yourself because Big was super talented.
right,
Big was super talented. I loved Big, and at the end of the day, that's messed up to look in that man's face or whatever, if you did it or not. Hopefully you didn't do it. I wish you didn't do it. But if you did
right,
that, you were sitting
right,
there looking at his face and you looked in the face of his mother and you straight up deceived these people. You were a manipulator. So at the end of the day, whatever you got coming to you, you got it coming to you. And the Most High wouldn't have let all this happen to you if you had your heart right.
right. It wouldn't be like all of a sudden out the blue. Now you want to pray for help. Nigga, you wasn't worrying about that shit when you was taking all them bags of money and taking them trips and doing whatever the fuck you wanted to do. Like you ain't care. So
Hey, did you see that time when he came on here? He said, "I need, I need people. I need." He just came on here and said he needed some people,
nah,
and it was just so weird. And the girl, one of these ladies I follow on here, she pointed it out. Like, you see that? You see how he did that? She
nah.
pointed it out. She wanted
Nah.
to.
Break it down. What he said though? What happened?
He kind of said that he needed some people. I gotta find the video.
Like for what? Like he needed help or he
Like he
wanted people?
needed damn energy, bodies. He needed the people. He needs some souls.
Oh wow.
I think he might have said it like that, but I gotta go find it to be sure. But it's like, okay, so y'all know what kind of game y'all playing with these people, with us, the
I
ones
know
who.
I seen him I seen him go on the drink champs that one time, and this shit was funny. It was real weird when I seen this shit because Fabulous was up there with Jada Kiss and somebody else, and then the nigga P. Diddy came on there and was like, yeah, Fab, we ain't celebrate your birthday. And Fab was like, nah, we celebrated, we had the party. He was like, but we ain't celebrate how we celebrate. He
You
was
ain't
like,
partying me when you gonna party with me or some shit. I
yeah,
seen
when
that
you gonna
shit.
party with me? But he was looking at him real like he was tantalized and shit. And Fab had the nervous face, like Fab eyes was nervous and shit. Like, nigga, like, what is you doing right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, yo, y'all see this shit right? This shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then the other dude was up there. This other dude that was a Jamaican dude. He do Jamaican music. Diddy had called him, was like, yeah, you got the big thing or something like that. He was talking about his thing, and he grabbed between his legs and shit. I was like, yo, did y'all see that shit right there? Like everybody saw that shit. I was like, no, yo, like that was proof enough for me. I think Diddy gay.
I knew
I,
something was wrong when he was arguing with the nigga from Power. He was outside the club. It was during Halloween. He had that Joker fate. He was the Joker for Halloween. And he was outside the club arguing with the other nigga from Power.
Oh wow.
And you see, he got the one.
He said him and Usher was laying in the bed together when they was kids. I'm like, nigga, ain't older than Usher, nigga? What you mean? Like, y'all was kids. Talking about that's my little brother, and we was in the bed together. I'm like, yo, this nigga bugging right here. It's like he do shit on purpose to try to put people back in order or something. And then I don't know, man. Like,
I don't know either, but
that shit crazy. Like, I feel weird about entertaining shit like that because I don't be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't with none of that shit. Like, I don't even like having those type of conversations. Like, and then if that's what you do, that's what you do. Do that shit the fuck over there. Like, don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they be putting that shit all out there like that. And they trying to make it comfortable. And then when I seen them doing that, it made me think of some old stories and shit that in different times where they be trying to normalize the shit to make people comfortable with it. That's why they put it out on TV like that, or they put it to where you can visualize it. And I'm like, nah, don't even think about that shit. Turn that shit the fuck off. But yeah, they cold-blooded with that shit, man. Like, and it's crazy. He got kids going through that shit. Like, them niggas was locked up and then they got out of jail and shit. And I'm like, that shit crazy, yo.
I just really think they just don't want. They trying to make it not as serious as what it is.
Right.
Because why would they have to put them kids in some handcuffs if that they don't want Puffy? They don't want nothing with him.
I mean, you know one thing about the FBI. They not just gonna put all their energy and resources in the fucker with you if they not getting nothing up out of that shit. Like, what would be the point?
What would actually be the point? Please tell me.
I know they show videos of his house turned upside down, and them niggas ramshacked his shit. They ran through his shit like they was robbing the nigga and shit. Like, they ramshacked that nigga shit bad, yo. Like, I was like, wow. Did the same thing to R. Kelly though. They ran through his whole fucking house.
Yep, R. Kelly lost everything. He lost his property, all that, his rights to his own music.
And I mean, if you think about it, shit, everything is owned by the government. Like, look at the Catch-22. You got to publish your music with the government. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get it copyrighted, you got to send it to the House of Congress. So it's not like they don't have ownership of your shit. You know what I'm saying? They telling you get ownership, but you got to send it through them to get ownership. So it's like the money is created by a separate entity that is government based, like the money printing system who makes money and shit. And that was a thing that I was thinking about like years ago, like in my 30s. And I was like, damn, let me find out more about the actual dollar bill. And what I found out was the actual letters on a dollar bill, like when you got the numbers and they got like, say if it says A and they got like, you know, those numbers behind it and shit, the A is actually the person's the beginning of the person's last name who paid for that actual bill. So you can and paying for the bill is a small investment. Like, you can take some money or some tangible, like a tangible resource like gold or whatever, and you can buy a bill. You can buy a $20 bill and have it printed, and you can get like so many prints of it and have it circulating around, and that's where that letter is. So that letter on that bill is some person's last name, the beginning of their last name, and they own that $20 bill section. So this is why we keep getting new bills with all the different names on it. These are different people who run the money, and then you got the brand. Yeah, overall. So we go get the money. We think I got money. No, that motherfucker owned this bill. You just got it from them. That's why it's called a bill.
That's why it's a note.
That's right. It's a note. You know, so that shit is even deeper. Like, And then
A
everybody can't.
promissory note. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
that's right. And then everybody can't go do it. Like I was trying to find out, like, let me see if I could take some money and get me one with my last name on that shit. You feel me? Like, and they make that shit hard as hell for, you know, a nigga to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, this shit is deeper than what we really think. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't gonna allow you to control some shit, but you can be controlled like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
It's the world we live in, yo. This shit crazy right here, yo. Like, it's the hardest thing to try to find peace in this world. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you got to be one with yourself, yo. You got to find that oneness with yourself. If you don't, shit, you're going to be tied up with all the thoughts of the world, man. That's why people don't understand where they at right now. Like, everybody chasing a bag. You don't even know why you chasing the fucking bag. You think you coming up when really you helping the system go. Like, you literally helping the system. You know what I'm saying? And it's full motion. Even if you playing a small role in it, you really helping that shit. And I used to say this shit back in the day on some of my podcasts. I'd be like, yo, if everybody just wake up and say no, we not doing nothing.
You sound like Huey P.
Huh?
You starting to sound like Huey P. That's what Huey P kept telling us. Let's just stop buying this shit. Let's stop. We don't have to. We could just stop.
Yeah, you don't gotta play their role in this fucking game. That's what they need you
It's
to be a
choice.
part of this.
You got a choice.
Right.
And that's like, what Kanye was talking about when he said slavery is a choice.
Right.
Exactly. It went over people's head. They're like, what do you mean? I was so sick of hearing people say that when they act like they can't see what the fuck really going on out here.
But if you think about it though, they can't, because they looking at it as, all right, so if you live, I remember somebody told me years ago, you can either eat to live or you can live to eat. Those are two mental concepts. Mm-hmm. So if you out here living in survival mode, you thinking like, yo, I gotta get this to get that. So you playing a role thinking you saving yourself, when in fact you are part of the system keeping going. And look at the image. A person who doesn't have to obtain, because you're starved to death. You got to have a roof over your head. You got to be able to do XYZ to get somewhere. So it's like, and they call that economics. So unfortunately, you being in that position has somebody else looking at you like, at least I got mines. Right. So then they doing it, they keeping it going, saying, well, at least I'm straight. I got a little something, you know what I mean? So this shit deep, yo. This shit real deep. Like, whoever came up with this plan is a fucking mastermind. That's when they start talking about Pindar and Moloch and all them motherfuckers and shit.
It's really not the fact that I think I could never be on the streets. I could be a homeless person just as well. And who said I never been homeless? It's just how different people deal with being homeless.
Right.
How are you going to deal with not having somewhere to have of your own? How do you deal with it?
Shit, I'm not for nothing. Shit, I've been going through this shit for a little while, and I know how to live on the land. You know what I'm saying? And I chased money for a while. You know what I mean? But I was placed in a situation that don't feel good. You know what I'm saying? And then automatically, when you're going through the turmoil and shit, you find yourself in that situation. It's like, damn. In my mentality, I'm like, yo, I got to get up. But getting up in this world is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? You got to be mindful. And plenty of times I thought to myself, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna, and then I just be like, fuck it, I ain't about to do all that. I'm gonna do just what I need. I'm gonna try to do what the lightest amount of shit to get what I need. You know what I mean? And that's where they start speaking in scripture. They start speaking in different stories about it was on the tip of my tongue just now. Come back. Come back. Motherfuckers trying to stop me from talking. Whoever, yo, like, hold on, come back. Living for the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? You live for the bare minimum. Like, instead of going so hard to get excess amount, you just you live at the minimum so you can get by until things change. And it's a struggle, yo. It feel hard, but you end up finding peace when you understand. And it ain't like we don't understand that. Like, you know, our culture was one of the cultures that, you know, ain't really never had. So we always found a way to find happiness with the little bit of shit that we had. It's just that soon as motherfucker gave you opportunity to have something, people just went crazy with it. Like, I gotta get more, I gotta get more. It's like a drug. You know what I'm saying? So
They just want more and more and more because having more makes you feel like you are better than another person.
like
And at
self-sustaining
this point,
without this. Go
at this
ahead.
point, you're living outside of yourself,
Right. Outside of your means and shit.
living through these things, feeling like you didn't accomplish something when really you ain't really did nothing nobody else can really do.
That's right.
It's just people's choices and how they want to get down in the world. Like me, like what you just said. You take what you have and you make it work. I don't go extra overboard to do nothing at this point in my life. I don't go overboard. I just do the things I'm doing. I'm going hard more so that I'm trying to get somewhere to the point where I'm doing something else besides what else I was doing.
Right.
But it got something to do with the Most High and what He want me to do.
That's right. Even when I pray now and knowing I'm in the situation I'm in and shit, like, I don't pray for the lavish life. I pray to be sustained. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be sustained so I can get into the position to where I can lean more on the natural order of things, so then I can pull away from having to go do all the extra shit. So if I can obtain certain things that allow me to work it myself and grow things like grow food and maintain livestock, and you know what I'm saying, and create certain values. I'm an intelligent person, so I know how to create my own things that allow me to pull away from certain shit. I just want to be in a position to where I can do these things so then I'm more self-sustaining instead of leaning on the system. You know what I'm saying? And that's been a difficult thing too in itself. But you know, everything got to catch 22, man. You know what I mean? I just wait on the divine at the end of the day. Like I said, I've been like through my trials and tribulations these last couple of years and shit. Like, I've been just really literally leaning on divine fully. You know what I'm saying? Finding a way just to say, you know what, Most High, I'm leaving it up to you. I'm gonna wait on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people be like, I done heard plenty of people would say, you can't sit on your ass and wait for God. I'm like, shit, I'll show you better than I can tell you. You know what I'm saying? I show you better than I can tell you, yo. Like, and I still put a little bit of, I still put the effort in, but in the same breath, I try to solidify that effort with divinity. You know what I'm saying? With the divine backing me. And without that, I don't think it's gonna come out right. You feel me? Like, I'm not going left. I'm not going to just jump off the boat just because it's an opportunity. I've turned down so many things just because it didn't feel right. You know what I mean? Like, so shit, I turn it down before I take it, yo. That's just me. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
too many people in the world look at shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They be like, that's not enough. I need more. And I'm like, what you gonna do with it? Like, yeah, I mean, you can't take it to the grave. What you gonna do with it? And if you got too much, you can't spend it all in this lifetime. So you might as well, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But see, that's why the Most High let certain people get it when they keep being greedy and shit, and they doing all they can do. Like the person, the celebrity we just was talking about, let him do that and get all that money, and watch him destroy himself. That's all he did.
you know, it's crazy. I told last female I was dealing with, you know what I'm saying, we was walking and we was having a conversation and shit. We used to do like night walks and shit. And we was talking and she was like, she was mad because her family, you know, like her grandmother had passed away or whatever, and she had like was trying to get the money that her grandmother left from her, and it was a check, and she was saying that some people in her family, they lied to the people. They lied to the people who had the money, and they sold her house and all this other shit to get more money. And she was like, I hate this shit. And I was like, you got to understand how divine work. And I was like, divine to give people an opportunity to get a whole bunch, because he know they're gonna fuck it up and fuck their life up in the same breath. So if it's not there for you, that's because divine trusts you to be more leaning on his aspect of things. But when he give it to people like that, and they get so much to where they really don't need it, you can watch them literally tear their life from a good place to a bad place, because that's who they truly are on the inside. So it's like it's almost like feeding a rat cheese. You know what I'm saying? You keep feeding them pieces, they will keep coming. You know what I'm saying? And eventually you're gonna be able to tell what's still in the cheese, right? So it's a trap, yo. I think out of everything I went through, the most hurtful thing about this whole journey is just being alone. I think that was the most thing. And I know I'm never alone, but my heart is so big. I always wanted to share love and motivation, to have somebody motivate you and to be there with you when you're going through things, somebody to smile with, you know what I'm saying, and love. I think that was like the most hurtful thing for me. And then finding that within myself with divine and shit, you know what I mean, is something I had to overcome, because I'm a loving person at the end of the day. I love to love, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, damn, yo, you gotta let that shit go, yo. You gotta let that shit go and truly lean on divine 100%. You know what I mean? And it was like the hardest mission I had to accomplish, but I got through it. I'm still fighting it, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I wouldn't wish people in a situation to where they're not mentally sound and able to handle shit, you know what I'm saying? But I know I'm strong, so what divine got planned for me, you know what I mean, it's gonna come to fruition, and that's what I know more than anything. So I don't really be worrying about it too much, you know what I'm saying?
You a window shopper.
We got window shoppers.
They left as soon as I started.
They like they about to start that shit. A goddamn window shopper. Bring your ass back in here. Don't run. Come back in the house.
That was so funny when I said you're a window shopper that got on. Woo, they funny.
You know, the YouTube live thing, and like if you go to the YouTube studio and go live there, YouTube allow you to play certain music because they already got the music. You can't do that with other live streams, but to go live with YouTube, you can pick songs to play. And that should be funny if we was over there and every time somebody came through, you just press the button. You a window shopper. And the motherfucker go haul ass like, oh shit, these motherfuckers getting my nerves playing that goddamn song. Keep
You're a
quit keep
window
it in, motherfucker.
shopper. They laugh again. Ooh, that'd be funny.
Oh God. Where your boy at? What's his name? Daniel?
Aaron.
Aaron. I said Daniel.
Aaron Collins is gonna be in the building. He said he had a workshop. He'll be here though.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that shit crazy because that's all what happened. This dude had all the money in the world and God just sat back and watched what he was gonna do with it. And if he did half of the shit they saying he did, damn, he was in the corrupt system. He was doing some corrupt stuff. They said he got racketeering against him.
Yeah, dude was saying they waiting for a RICO charge to come up.
Oh, and I had the report. I pulled the report on that bull.
Like, you know the shit that bothered me about motherfuckers who got a lot of money. You
What?
making all this fucking money, yo. You make all this fucking money. And the amount of people in the planet, right? It's like 8 to 9 billion people on the planet. Motherfuckers walking around here with like hundreds of trillions of dollars. Like, you could literally give everybody in the world $1 million and it wouldn't hurt you. You can give every person on the face of the earth $1 million and it wouldn't hurt most of these motherfuckers. But y'all try to strive so much to get all this money for what? And if you're talking about black people, like you got rich like P. Diddy. Like P. Diddy. He got enough money to give every black person $1 million, and that shit wouldn't even scratch his budget. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you think to be greedy before you think to be given? You know what I'm saying? Like, if it should have turned around. Somebody should have said, yo, why don't you take this opportunity to liberate your people?
They don't let them liberate no people. That's what the goal is, to keep everybody down. So when you sign on to those contracts, you signing on to be like helping them persuade us to do bullshit like the BBL stuff and anything that people do and they start doing that's popular. The drinking that they do, like when Puffy had his own alcohol, that was only because they knew that he can influence people to go buy Ciroc. So that made the vodka people richer.
Right.
And that gave him a little cut too, but he helped push that Ciroc shit in all the hoods of America, and all the black people was buying it. Just like all of them got some alcohol now. Snoop Dogg got some alcohol. Whoever got Duce, what's his name? Got Duce, right?
Yeah.
Jay-Z. And all of them got their own alcohol, and all of them.
That's actually Myth Bleak shit.
Well, whoever, they all pushing. I don't follow these niggas, so I ain't gonna know exactly. I'm just guessing because he always say Duce. He say something about Duce in his song, so that's how I know.
Right.
But because that's the marketing strategy, and when you sign on, you can't go back to the hood and do that much stuff. You can only do certain things. You can't go give everybody $1 million. That'll fuck up their whole plan. Just like Jordan in them tennis shoes. He made people get up in the morning, go stand in front of the store to go buy the newest ones.
Right.
Fighting and everything else just to get them. And charge the people how much money those shoes cost? About $200?
Yep.
And charge them $200 while he paid the people who made them 50 cents an hour.
That shit crazy. But Kobe, your dog, that's yeah, me and Kobe used to practice. He was talking all that shit at the damn funeral. I was like, Jordan, sit your hating ass down somewhere. Nobody don't care. That fucking evil as hell, yo. Jordan evil as fuck, yo. That nigga done cursed out niggas. Like, you can't even get an autograph from him. Him and Chamillionaire had the whole shit online. Not even online on the news. Chamillionaire went on the news and talked about that shit. He was like, man, Jordan is evil. I was like, yo, this shit crazy, yo. Niggas get a little bit of money and they forget where they come from, yo. You know Chamillionaire, the rapper, right? From Texas and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga was like, he saw Jordan and he was happy to see Jordan because, you know, Jordan, that dude, he said Jordan treated him like shit. It was like, nigga, who the fuck is you? Mm-hmm. Like Jordan cursed his ass out and shit just because he wanted to take a picture with him and shit. Mm-hmm. He had just bought a pair of the sneakers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck these sneakers. He was mad as shit. That nigga went on all the news stations talking about that.
Mm-hmm. These people don't be who they say they are. They just be a part of the problem, part of whatever they got going on.
As long as I keep your ass down, I ain't want you to go no way, nigga. I gotta be your slave master, nigga, at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Watch niggas who talk that slave talk, yo, for real. Low budget or high budget, I hear you. I can hear all.
Aaron Collins gonna say about all this shit.
That shit crazy, yo.
The window shopper, he want to keep coming in and watching, See what somebody say.
That's all. Want to see if somebody gonna talk about it. Ain't nobody think about y'all ass, man. Bring your ass on the damn panel if you want to talk. Quit hiding. Window shopper. Use the window shopper.
Hey, 50 Cent be cold blooded with his songs.
Hell yeah.
What's today? Oh yes, only Tuesday.
Come on here and get this knowledge real quick. I'll bust your head, boy. You know I will. Come on up and get this knowledge real quick. Don't run. Well, it's more peeping time ass motherfucker.
It might be one of my stalkers. I got a stalker.
Yeah, I got a few of them too, yo. They low budget love you, yo. That's what it be. They low budget love you.
Yeah, I love that person too, but me and him fell out. We fell out. Shit. I ain't finna keep dealing with your dumb shit. Now you want to come everywhere I'm at to see where I'm at. Because I can't block you unless you come in my chat.
The easiest thing to do is to apologize to somebody, right? Like I'll be confused. I'll be like, yo, if you fuck up in life, it's easy to say, yo, you know what? I was just in my flesh and I don't want to lose you as a friend. You know what I'm saying? Just let me apologize and get this back in order. That's the strongest thing you could do for your character. So I don't be understand what the fuck be wrong with people, yo.
No, I'm gonna tell you like this. There's only so many times you're gonna be able to apologize. If you do something too many repetitive times, I understand.
Yeah, you're right. Repetitively, you can't just keep coming in and out. But for the most part, like if it ain't that serious, you know what I'm saying, make it right.
As I was saying, I understand that you're gonna keep doing it. So I'm not gonna allow you to apologize to me no more. I'm staying my distance.
I can dig it. I can definitely
fool me once. Shame on me.
I got a lot of situations like that when motherfuckers I was tight with, I would have gave the shirt off my back, anything, yo. Like, and I done treated people like that and I held them down in the worst situations. Like, I got you, and then turn around, motherfucker, stab you in the back. Shit, I don't even say nothing. I walk away with no consequence, no words. It's all good. You did that, you won. I let you win, but just don't think you fixing this shit. Ain't no fixing it.
It's not even a stab in the back. It's the point of the blatant disrespect, the blatant not really knowing who I am, the blatant just thinking it's cool to insult me in so many different ways and think I'm gonna appreciate you to be my friend. No, I'm cool. I don't want to talk to you no more. You need to move on with your life, and we good.
Damn right. That's
I'm never desperate.
That's right.
Shit.
Ain't never pressed for nothing. So
I gave you the opportunity to be in my presence. You should have cherished that shit.
That's right.
You should appreciate that shit because I don't owe you all my fucking time. I don't owe you that shit. I got other shit to fucking do. If I don't call you, you don't get to get mad at me about that shit. You just wait to see what's gonna happen the next day. And if I keep going like that, that must mean I just don't even want to fuck with you at all.
That's right.
But I was fucking with you, is what I'm saying, and you still wasn't comfortable with that because you're not comfortable with you. You have a problem within you.
Right. No, the system got everybody fucked
It's like the rest of these motherfuckers that got problems within them and they want to come and yell and do all their bullshit. Like nobody can see that something wrong with you.
Right. Should be crazy, yo.
I'm just over it.
Man, look. Look, at the end of the day, you gotta love yourself, man. If you can't love yourself and express that shit to other people, I mean, but that's where it really comes from. Like, that's how you can tell a character right when a person love themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way you treat yourself is how you gonna treat everybody else. You know what I mean? So that's that integrity base. You know what I'm saying? Your integrity gotta be good. And you know, a lot of people say integrity has another definition, I learned integrity it's what you do behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? The same shit you do behind closed doors is what you're gonna do out in the open. You can't run away from that shit.
That's what integrity is. Who told you it was something else?
Motherfuckers be saying some shit like, what's the other definition?
Integrity is being able to do the right thing all times, in
Right.
the front or in the back. Don't
That's
wait
right.
till you get to the back way and do something different.
That's right. That's right. I don't know. I just heard some other shit somebody was saying one day, and I was like, nah, that shit ain't it. I was like, it's based on how you move, you know what I'm saying, when motherfuckers not looking at you, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't always what you do in somebody's face is how you move when they don't see you. That's how you gonna move all the time, because that's your secret. That shit'll come out even when you ain't trying to do it. You feel me? Like, so shit.
I wonder what they were saying it was. I want to know.
Motherfuckers was saying that your integrity is like being a good person, just being like that. And I was like, nah, it's based off double standard. It's based off the standard of when nobody can see you. I was trying to add that into it, and they was like, nah, integrity means being like it. Like they was trying to say it meant being a good person, and I was
No, you
like,
just can't even fuck with people that don't even be knowing. They just be trying to want to know. Half of the time, these people, especially on these platforms, they just want to act like they know some shit.
right.
That's the name of the game. You know some shit. And to prove it to somebody else, but that don't even mean nothing. Like when you just because you know something, I don't say everything I know.
Exactly. I don't even know a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? I say I don't know enough. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying I don't talk about the things that I know with people because what I know is not for me to use it as a way to try to have leverage over nobody. It's
Right.
just because I might just know. Oh Lord.
I try to be as real with how I hold on to my own reality as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got shit to hide at the end of the day. Like, so I ain't never embarrassed them, you know what I'm saying, in my circumstance or the shit I go through. I speak my truth and stand on it. You know what I mean? Like I had somebody tell me one day, it's like, yo, why you be laughing at your situation so much? I was like, cause it's fucking funny. Like it's funny to me, like at the end of the day, because I know who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? So I do that shit to get myself through, to keep my hope, my spirits up. Other people be wanting to be so serious, and then I understand sometimes I can be in the emotional aspect of things, but automatically that's because the flesh is weak and the flesh going to deal with certain things. But I'm not my flesh, I'm my spirit, I'm my soul. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look at it like that. You know what I mean? I don't let the acts of the flesh hold me down mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's what happens to a lot of people in the world. They get embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? They get embarrassed when you check them, or they don't know how to take responsibility. So that level of somebody giving you some real shit, it's like that shit eat them at their core. You know what I'm saying? It's because you ain't never been, you never had that authority figure to show you the right way. And if somebody was authority to you, then you take it personal. That just show you don't respect truth. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even that motherfucker. I love to learn some shit, even if I'm wrong. Show me. I ain't got no problem with it. You feel me? Like, but at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I stand alone on a lot of shit. So I had to learn the hard way in life on a lot of things. And that was based off a lot of times me trusting and believing. You know what I'm saying? And me showing my heart too much. And then it's like, you done been good to motherfuckers, and then people act different. And it's like, all right, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, nah, I ain't losing no sleep to lose that. I can stand on my own. I've been standing on my own. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good right there. You know what I mean? That's my safe place. So motherfuckers walking away from me ain't hurting me. It should be like, I bet. Like at the end of the day, like that's how I be feeling about shit. Like I'll be like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But some people, they feel different when you walk away from them. They don't know how to stand on their own because they want something from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've been seeing that shit. I can take my love back all the time because it's mine. I love myself that way. The same way I love people, I love myself that way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put the same love I get to myself to other people. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody tell you I ain't fucking with you right now, and then you act some type of way, that just shows how you don't conduct your life right, how you don't love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been living all this time by yourself. Why you feel indifferent now? You should be like, nah, I respect how you feel, you know, still apologizing and slide. But, you know, like I said, some people
people they just want to keep the shit going though. They don't want to accept the fact that they fucked up, and then once you guys both decided that you had enough. If I had enough, I'm just like, I'm ready to cut off everything. I don't want to talk no more because I don't want to raise my blood pressure going back and forth with you because you can't even see.
That's right.
What's going on for real? You keep on trying to say things that are not true. I ain't going with that shit.
Yo, my mind just said window shopper, and I can't even see if there's any numbers popping up. But my mind was like,
window shopper there. Window shopper is right there.
Yo, I felt that shit. I was like, yo, my mind said,
shopper.
Yo, what's up, window shopper? Come through. Say what's up.
Oh, Era Black TV.
Era Black,
what's
good?
Up, Era Black? Come up here, Era Black.
Come on up and drop some tunes, my brother. We just building on the stability of people and understand the basis of loving yourself, and you know what I mean, what that mean to where we structure the conduciveness between, you know, you even being connected to people in the first place.
Shit, I just heard some cold shit this morning off my spiritual people. This lady drop a video every day and she be just busting with the talking to the chosen every day.
Word.
And she talked about how they stole our shit. They stole all of our stuff and turned it all around so they can use it all against us.
Yeah.
Thank you. So they can use it all. Was that you the whole time and I kept saying window shopper? I hope not. I hope I wasn't saying that to you, Era Black. Not you.
Nah, Era Black gonna say what's up. He gonna say what's up. But he said, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, man, yo, that was you in the background, Era.
That was you, Era, the whole time. I kept calling you a window shopper. I'm sorry. I'm glad you came, though, because so I can know that it wasn't somebody else I thought it was, because I don't got time for that shit.
Right.
But it was 2 people here at one point. So it still could have been the window shopper I thought it was, but
It's all good. I know what y'all mean. Hell yeah. Nah, cause yo, we was on last night with Aaron too, and somebody just kept coming in, and they'll come in for a few minutes, and then they'll leave, and they'll come back.
Because we're not talking about nothing, nobody, and all that.
Yeah, just kicking the bobo and shit.
Okay, yeah, earlier probably was them. I told you. But it's all good. I don't care if they hear what we talking about or not. Shit.
But shit, you know, at the end of the day, man, you know, that be that self-conscious shit that people be dealing with, man. Like, you know, when you was a kid and then you be at like a little kid birthday party and shit, and they be like, go out there and dance with the kids. And they be like, no, you be holding on your parents' leg and shit. They be like, don't be scared, go hang out with the kids. And they be like, no. Like, go play. What you come here for if you want to go hang out with the kids for and shit? And then you get older, and motherfuckers be low budget narcissists and shit, and fucking scared to say shit. You're like, yeah, that's your problem. You got characteristic trait issues and shit. You know, you got to work that shit out, man. You know what I mean? It's sad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. It's everybody got problems in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, And it's easy to overcome it as long as you got to be willing to deal with yourself first. You know what I mean? If you don't sit down with yourself and work those thoughts out, you is not about to be that type of person when you get older. You either gonna be real angry or real dismissive. You know what I'm saying? And that shit always manifests like it's like tree roots and shit. You know what I mean? Them shits grow into something else all the time, yo. You know what I mean? You got to be willing to be that person for society. Everybody in society different. They got these different ways about them, but you got to put your personal ways of seeing life down and be open enough to receive how other people are in life. So that's when you start really connecting. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you know, the problems that people go through it, change them into the shit that they got to deal with. So you can tell when people got issues they dealing with because you can tell how they conduct themselves with other individuals. That's how you open up your eyes to the value. Like you can just see it, yo, at the end of the day. Like, but you push it. You're supposed to push it. You're supposed to push it and get them to see that shit. And then when you in that situation, they can either choose to keep going or they can choose to say, you know what, I'm willing to listen and learn. You know what I'm saying? The majority of the time, people don't want to do that shit. And that's where the shit go left at. Every single time, it don't never fail. That's like psychology or some shit.
So I want to ask Errol Black, what does he think about what's going on with the P. Diddy stuff? Do you think he actually did all that stuff, or do you think that half of it is true and half of it is false? Or have you always had your reservations about him?
Yeah, Black, come on the panel, Black. So
Yeah, Black, I need to know what you think, Black. He said you have really good points and you're good at explaining your points.
I appreciate that, my brother. He said P. Diddy did everything.
That's what I'm trying to tell Knock. Knock over here trying to have a soft spot for this nigga. I'm like, no, he don't get to do that. He don't get to do that shit to Kim Porter. He don't get to make Shine go to jail. He don't get to unalive Biggie and
oh man, Nikki, you know I said, but I did say I just feel bad about our people going through so much shit, man. I just be feeling bad, man, because I'm like, yo, we got so many bad looks on our culture right now, yo. We gotta hope at least. I just hope that it ain't all. But you know what? At the end of the day, you can't really hope. Not with that nigga. I mean, I know. I'm just saying, like, I got hope, nigga. I got hope. I hope and pray that nigga ain't did all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said, okay, word.
And I'm just gonna be honest about Stevie J's name being put up in it.
Oh yeah, that shit about Stevie J early. That shit was nasty though. Yo, you gonna talk about that? That shit is nasty.
I'm not finna talk about what he did. I'm finna talk about how I had him on my prayer list.
Yeah, okay, I feel you.
A while back when he was going through all that shit and we knew he was on cocaine, him and Jocelyn.
Yeah.
And when we found out that, I started praying for him. And then he turns around and marries Faith Evans. So I'm thinking maybe this nigga did. The prayers got answered. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he doing the right thing. But really, he been involved with this shit with Diddy the whole time.
Right. That shit is deep though, yo. Like that's crazy, right? But you know what? What you saying right now is a mouthful. That could be a testimony. It could be. It could be like that nigga prayed hard and then you got Faith Evans. Like, I wonder if she know everything about this nigga, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I think she was a beard then. I think she was a beard.
What's a beard?
A beard is when somebody know they go with the same sex, but then they get a girlfriend to cover it up, make it seem like they like girls.
Oh shit. Okay. That's the first time I ever heard that. As a term. I mean, I heard that people be marrying people because they want to hide the fact that they like that, but I didn't know it was called a beard.
And Tyler Perry, he can't fool nobody with all them fine men he be having in his shows. Yeah, every dude that he put on his stuff be fine as I don't know what.
Yeah,
That's
Tyler Perry
crazy.
got personal issues, yo.
They said, I mean, basically, the other Christian dude came out saying that he was being harassed by somebody. He didn't say the name, but we all think it was him.
Right.
What is he saying? Where's my glasses? Did I go get them?
He said I'm from Mount Vernon, New York, home of P. Diddy, Albie Shore, Heavy D and the Boys, Pete Rock, CL Smooth, Denzel Washington, Stephanie Mills. Said, yo, you know what? My aunt from Mount Vernon, my brother, like I used to be in Mount Vernon when I was young, my nana and shit. You know what I'm saying? My uncle, which is my nana's brother, he created. I know you probably heard of the Dance Theater Harlem. You heard of Dance Theater Harlem?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Arthur Mitchell. That's my great uncle and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he created that, so he's like in Black history and shit. But shit, my uncle was homosexual. You know what I'm saying? But he kept his shit quiet when he was back in the day or whatever. Like they did their shit different. I don't respect none of that shit. But I never disrespected him because his choices. You feel me? But he still was in Black history or whatever, and he did that. But I used to be in Mount Vernon when I was young. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Diddy got dark energy.
So what I'm saying is, we don't even care if this man is gay. It's just the way how you do things. Like, why are you taking advantage of people and using your power to punk people into being gay?
Right.
Or going along with what you're talking about. Everything you say and do, you done made this man go find prostitutes. You done made this man go get drugs.
Right.
And I know that for a fact that man ain't lying in no court documents.
Right.
He not lying in them court documents.
And then Diddy be doing outrageous shit. Like Diddy be on TV with that shit. Like, you know what? I feel everything y'all saying, man, because Diddy be out there like that, and he be doing it, but then he be trying to play off like he not doing it. Like, nigga, you be doing that shit on purpose, man. You know what I'm saying? They even said Nicki Minaj was put out the sex tape with Meek Mills and Diddy doing it and shit.
That's so damn nasty.
They was like Meek Mills was crying and shit on the video because they what's her name? What's the girl name that she on the Breakfast Club now, the comedian chick, what's her name?
Well, not Angela Yee, because she gone now.
The new one. She a comedian. Oh man. What's the name? Breakfast Club, yo, because she went hard on him. She went hard on Meek Mills, and Meek Mills started crying and shit. He said, I went to grade school with Nicki Minaj. Word.
For real?
And they said Nicki Minaj used to be gay too back in the day, ain't it?
Yep, she used to look like a little dude. They took them videos down, boy. The ones of her rapping when she was looking like a little nigga.
Yeah. Fucking Remy Ma said Nicki Minaj used to like her and shit back in the day. They had that whole little thing, and then they got rid of that shit real fast. Like, I seen her when she looked rough and shit too. I was like, damn, she yeah. But they did a number on her, yo. They did a number.
Yeah, there was a story on the internet about her and some girl that came to one of her shows and shit, and she was with her.
Right. And see, back in the day when people used to be gay and shit, they ain't really, some people would be flamboyant, but then some people would keep their shit to themselves like they supposed to, a respectable way. So then you ain't had to really be, you know what I'm saying? Like you ain't know that was their business and shit. You know what I'm saying? So man, look, the world came a long way with that shit, yo. And I don't knock nobody for what they do, but if that's what you choose to do, keep that shit to your motherfucking self.
You sound like me when you said that. Keep that shit to your motherfucking self. That's the first time I really coughed today.
Should be crazy, man. Like I be like, damn, yo, motherfuckers don't give a damn. They just be just be out there, yo. I'm like, you ain't got no respect. And I ain't talking about for other people. I'm talking about for yourself. Like, you just don't care. Like, just come outside any old type of way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember back in the day, you used to put a lot of grease on your face and shit, comb your hair, put the part of your hair. You had to come outside decent. Like, people don't even say that no more. At least be decent when you go outside and shit, right? Like, nobody don't even say that no more. That's not even a thing.
Not a thing. They do whatever they want to do.
Facts.
Hey, Eric, you seen LMP today?
LGBTQIA always trying to convert the heterosexuals into thinking and doing like them.
That's bullshit.
Elemental PQRS. Yo, Errol Black, you shot the fuck out, yo. Yo, bro, be tripping, yo. You be having me in stitches, yo, for real, for real.
They do be. I mean, I be saying this shit all the time on this other platform I be on, and the dudes be getting hit on so hard with these little dudes, these feminine types. They get on there and be just doing the most,
right,
and trying to force the straight dude to be talking to them. Like, come on.
I was watching this this John, yeah, I think it was like day 4 yesterday or whatever, and it was a cop. He's like, nah, I don't see LMP. Oh no, I thought he was talking about something. He said, nah, he ain't see LMP. But I was watching this dude, yo, on the it was on the news show with them peoples or whatever, man, and they had this white dude up there, and the white dude, he be dressing up in women face. And dude, and the cop was going hard on him. He was like, you ain't even a woman, but you out here speaking for women's rights, and you be dressing up in women's face. You know what I'm saying? He was like, what kind of shit is that? Like, that's just like saying people out here fake being black. You think black people gonna stand up and let you come represent black people in blackface? Nah, niggas gonna get mad and they gonna let you know you not black. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Who is that? Miss IL.
Miss IL, only the wise is in the building. What's up, bro?
Oh nah, Era, it's cool, man. He ain't treated me bad, yo. It's just it wasn't his treatment of me. Like, I really didn't give a shit. Like, at the end of the day, but that's just like if we up here and a random person come up here and they start talking about, nah, yo, like you, like they start categorizing you in a certain way of how they personally feel about your life. You can't do that to people. You don't have the authority to speak on somebody else's life, no matter how you feel about the individual. One thing I know, and this is a fact, I was raised like this, right? If you ain't got nothing nice to say about somebody, don't say shit. Keep that shit to yourself.
Amen.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't have the, and then we got to keep in mind as far as what we say on places like social media, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, because it's like say you got 3 brothers, right? And all your mother say you the oldest, and your mother say take your brothers with you when you go, but then your middle brother wearing your shirt, right? He wearing one of your shirts. So y'all go around some girls, and you like, nigga, you ain't fly. You got on my shirt right now. You just embarrassed the fuck out of your brother around other people. Then everybody laughing at your brother. That should make you feel fucked up because that's your brother.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? That's your brother. So how can you mistreat your people around other people? So now later you not there, and your brother go back to that same park. Now those people that saw you mistreat your brother is treating your brother the way you did. That's your fault. Because they didn't know that before. So first thing they're going to say is you don't even give a shit about your own brother, so we don't give a fuck about him. So how can I sit there as a black man knowing that we go through so much shit right now? You got niggas like Diddy and all these motherfuckers in the world do what the fuck they want, putting these labels as our culture. And we not standing up for our own fucking people. I'm like, you don't even know that man. Go tell him that. Go talk to him like that. But you ain't gonna do that shit in front of me. I don't have to know y'all personally. I would never let nobody sit here and be like, yo, Nikki a bitch. Don't tell her that shit. You ain't gonna talk that shit in front of me. Yo, Era Black this. No, you're not gonna do that shit in front of me. You don't know that, man.
Facts.
I know.
But you know, I was looking at Choke No Joke today, and it just seemed like
years about his outlook and opinion on different things. I could dig it, man. You know what I mean? Some people got to work that shit out, bro. Like, I don't got no personal issue with him. I just didn't appreciate how he wouldn't let up. And we gave him so many opportunities to just let it go. And he just kept going and kept going and kept going. I'm like, man, I'm kind of tired of this shit right now. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna do that, and then you're not gonna boss me neither. Nigga, you was in the mentality of feeling like you can talk that way about somebody you don't even fucking know. And then you're going to tell me, all right, I had enough. It's my turn. Man, fuck your turn at that point, how I feel. I'm like, nah, you ain't going to do that shit. That's your problem. You think you authority over motherfuckers. Ain't none of us over authority of nobody. If you ain't got nothing nice, say leave the shit alone. I'm a man at the end of the day. I'm going to stand on that. I don't know everybody else outlook on a man, but I ain't with all that shit, yo. Like, I'm cool. I'm cool at the end of the day. Like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got no problem with homie, but he got I don't know. I can't tell him how to live neither, but I ain't got to be a part of that shit. And that's how I looked at it. I was like, nah, you good? That's how you feel? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But let me get up off this shit. And when he took me off, I was like, yo, you just showed and proved to me where I need to be. I didn't look at that as you removing me. You didn't remove me from nothing. You opened the door and I walked out that motherfucker and I stayed out. That's how I looked at it. That was divine telling me, you know what? You can go over here because you don't fuck with that. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I can slide. Because that's not the type of crowd or energy I want to deal with. Me personally, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't let nobody do that to y'all neither.
Well, I was going to say that I was looking at Choke No Joke earlier a little bit to see what he was talking about. He was talking a little bit about the Diddy stuff, but he did say he got his own movie out on YouTube.
A word?
Yep. And even though he's not a big celebrity, I think he just found his lane that he's in, you know, and he's doing what he do.
And that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he went through his own shit. Like the brother was saying, that man went through a lot. He should be able to speak his piece on his own life without nobody having to critique him. And you know, he might have said that. And he did. He sent me a couple links over the last few days. I didn't even see him because I don't even be on that email like that. But I just seen him today. I was like, he sent me a couple links to come back on his show or whatever. But see, that right there states a value. It's like you kick me off because you don't like what I'm saying. But then later you want to come back and be like, well, we can come back and talk. I ain't with all that, bro. You don't get to control me like that. You don't tell me when to leave and then tell me when I can come back because I'm good. You would never do me like that and have me come out. I'm gonna run back like, okay, let's talk again. Nah, I'm good. Yo, like you already did. You showed me who you was your first time. For me to go back means I didn't pay attention to what you told me. I see everything you did in that motion. In that one motion, how you treated me and all that and whatever, how you felt after what I said or whatever. You could have sat right there as a man and we could have hashed it out. But you ain't want to do that. I sit there and listen to you badger this man for over a couple of hours. No. And then you get mad, say, I can't deal with this, and then kick me off. And then say, come back. You got no control over me, brother. I walk with the divine, period.
But usually what I do when people start doing all that shit, talking about some shit I don't like, I just leave. I ain't gonna tell them shit. I'll just leave. And they'll start saying less of me.
Nah, I can dig it. You know what I'm saying? I had already felt passionate about it at that point, though. You feel me? Like, I'm like, damn, yo, you don't even know this man. And you beating the fuck up out of him on TV, like on whatever we consider to be TV today. You up here just talking mad shit. Now, just imagine if we had a crowd. What is it cool? Does that make it cool at that point to disrespect that man? Like that's foul to me, yo. Like, and I ain't with that foul energy, yo. Like, I don't know how he looking at it. He's like, it's my opinion. Well,
That's
shit,
what they get on my nerves with that my opinion shit. Like a motherfucker care about their opinion.
Right.
Like, keep your opinion to yourself. We don't even want to hear your dumbass opinion. Same shit with the old girl. She's talking about, oh, it's in my opinion. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about your opinion.
Exactly. That's why I said, who made you authority? Nigga, you not authority over nobody in this world. So you can't be out here talking about XYZ and what nah, I ain't even with all that. You said enough for me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say my piece since you want to say your piece, because that man can't speak for himself. That shit made me feel some type of way. I ain't gonna even front. Like, we got enough bullshit we deal with every day to make a situation out of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And being an intelligent brother. Oh, what's good, sir? Drop. You already know the vibes.
Drop. What it do? Drop.
And being an intelligent brother, I thought he would have looked at it different. You know what I'm saying? I felt he had levels of intelligence with him. So I'm like, yo, maybe he, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he can just get a different point of view and add it to his arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Like, just add it to your arsenal. Even if you feel that way, take heed of what we saying and add it to your arsenal, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can just Lego block it and then, you know, feel comfortable. And it was none of that. He was just like, rah. So I'm like, yo, I bet. Fuck him. That's cool. I know if you're sitting here like that about a nigga on you talk about anybody like that.
That's just how people are, though. So you just gotta let them be who they are.
Exactly. That's why I ain't say. That's why I ain't had no podcast for him or nothing like that. I let that shit go. I'm like, yo, I'm Gucci. I ain't mad. It is what it is. I ain't got nothing for it. I ain't got no energy towards that shit. I said what I said and I left it there.
Yep, that's pretty much, you know, how it be.
Yeah, we was talking about for the brothers that just came in, we was talking about the concept of how y'all feel about the Diddy shit going on and all that.
And we're talking about a more spiritual perspective of it. But see, sometimes people like Choke got to realize that being in the limelight ain't even somewhere you want to be, as you can see what's going on now.
But that's his journey he got to walk, though.
Some of us was protected from it.
Right. But that's Choke journey, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got to figure that out on his own.
Yeah, I'm not talking about him talking about somebody or whatever. I'm talking about shit. He was saved from that shit.
Right. Right. Because he ended up going to prison and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? The pain he went through, you know, that put him in a different position and gave him an opportunity, you know, to have I guess be separate from the things that was changing in the world. You know what I mean? Because if he was a part of that shit, no telling what would have happened if he didn't go to prison, right?
Yep. Drop. What's good?
Cooling out. Who y'all talking about went to prison and all that? What y'all talking about?
Choke No Joke. You know who Choke No Joke is?
Nah, no.
He a dude that was running around with Rockefeller crew. I guess he was an aspiring rapper, but he didn't really make it. He got beat up out the crew.
Nah, he was their cameraman. He used to videotape all the events they did and shit. But then he got his jaw broke real bad. He got stomped out and all that. He ended up going to prison for some other shit. And then he came out and started, telling his story on being a part of being with them because they made money. So he's like, I want to fill in the blanks of what I saw. You know what
But
I'm
didn't
saying?
he make songs before? I seen him do some songs.
He might have did. You know what I'm
Got
saying? I
some
don't really
songs.
know much about the brother. I just know I know he went to prison. He came out and he started speaking his piece on his affiliation with them.
Yeah, that's the whole thing is like you said, man. When they named that limelight, people don't understand the evil that come with it. When they say money is the root of all evil, it's because a lot of evil people control a lot of money. So
Right.
when you go into these fields, it might be some pansexual magic. Now you getting sodomized by P. Diddy. It might be no, straight up. I mean, to get the money, you would be amazed at the things. What the boxer was saying? The boxer that supposed to fight Haney, the little Mexican dude, was like, man, they tied me up and made me watch them.
Ryan.
Yeah, made me watch them kill a baby, bro. These are the sick people that's paying you. Like people like, yeah, P. Diddy, they want to take him down because he's successful. Nah, P. Diddy is a peon to these people. If you even counting your money, you ain't on their level. They don't have money. Ain't nothing, don't nothing cost for them. They don't
Right.
go into Walmart and slide a credit card. They don't
Right.
buy cars. They don't buy jets. They got jets. They got all this stuff already in their family. So to think they just try to do that because the black man got money is retarded. They doing that because he did something wrong to mess the bag up. Period. Because they all sick like him. The ones that's trying to catch him is just as sick as him. Ain't no justice in that. I heard he went to the Weinstein Islands, which that means he got apprehended, and that's where they taking all of them. Or if he go to Cuba, it ain't ironic that it's always the black people that gotta flee, like Tupac's aunt, like Russell Simmons, like P. Diddy. You never hear about the Caucasians or Chinese having to flee the country because they've been doing some old crazy shit. Now, to me, I think they do that to put a black eye on black people.
Right.
But
Right.
it's backfiring because our kids see this. Now they don't really want to be an entertainer now.
Right.
Now we getting our kids back. Now they like, I don't want to do that. Ugh, they kissing. Ugh, they had to sacrifice. Ugh, I heard and they'll rather just be normal. And until we ready to be normal, we ain't gonna never be shit. Because how many people you saw in a Bugatti in your life? Our kids think that shit normal in the hood. They think a $10,000 earring and a $20,000 chain and a $50,000 mouthpiece is normal. I bought my grandkid a fucking fake chain. Shit costed a fucking $150. That motherfucker looked at me and said, "That's fake." I said, "Bro, you thought I was about to go spend 200,000 for a chain, bro? That shit, it's crazy, bro. But y'all got it."
Nah, you making a valid point though. You making a valid point as far as how it's being absorbed by the youth and how that even equates to the value in between what you see on TV and what we live in real life. So now you making a real valid point.
Now watch, they about to take down TD Jakes. Everybody that they made fake scandals about, that they put on the tabloids and TMZ, these are people going down. Diddy not gonna get captured. If they do capture him, they gonna kill him, and they just gonna say we found Diddy dead because they raided them. They raided them places to get information so it don't leak out. They didn't raid them places to get information to leak it out. So when they go up in there, oh, you got Oprah Winfrey on tape. Oh, you got damn, you even got a old footage of somebody else. You even got Robert De Niro on one. See, they can't let this get out. And then when
That
you
shit
see
was
Robert De
it's cool.
Niro clapping a little 12-year-old, you know, they can't let it, it'll destroy Hollywood. And they know the information he had in them mansions. Just by
Right.
10 parties alone is enough footage. He done had 1,000 parties, but y'all got it.
You already know that shit is over with, though. It's over with. Period. I feel they can't hide it no more. I feel like it's enough shit been exposed. Oprah got to come clean about what happened to them girls, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? With that school she built, it's just so many things that have happened that they can't keep sweeping it under the rug. This is 2024. They're gonna find
Nah, but
out.
that's what Drop saying though. Like if they doing it, it's because that's why they famous. You know what I'm saying? So they want to get the information that proves them attached to that. So they're like, I can't have you, you know what I'm saying, having all this shit put out there. Let me get all that back, and then we gonna railroad your ass for some simple shit. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
they
saying?
gonna make him be the one. He the fall guy.
You see how much damage just the list Weinstein had. He just had a client's list.
Right.
Imagine what Diddy got on hard drives. We talking footage. We talking. He might even got that school from Oprah over there in Africa. You never know. All I know is they evil people. I never saw a righteous man that's rich. Never. Ever.
Right.
They stepped on so many toes and did so many people wrong to get where they at. You can't
Mm-hmm.
have a heart. I even heard Charleston White talking about it. He said, "Man, I don't want that kind of money, dog. Nah, just give me this money. All that extra money y'all talk about is straight from the devil, man. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Can't buy nothing but cars and houses and clothes."
Nikki, it's easy to get it easier for a camel to get through the eye of
It's
a
easier
needle
for
than to
yeah,
get into the kingdom. That's facts.
yeah. That's the Bible. Tell him, drop. You know that scripture
Yeah.
about the camel getting through the eye of a needle.
I don't know that scripture.
We got better chances of a camel getting through the eye of a needle than a rich man getting into the kingdom of God.
Mm, and that's real.
I need to look it up now since Drop said he don't know it because he be knowing us them scriptures.
Yeah, but greed, gluttony, all that. It's what is enough? Some people never know what's enough. They get to talking generational wealth. Then you trying to be just like the man that conquered us. That's the only way you're gonna get generational wealth is to kill them and take their shit like they did us. So you either want to be evil like them or you don't. What happened to the normal living?
Didn't I
Why we
just say
can't?
that earlier?
To keep it a
Uh,
hundred, to keep it 100, the wealth is really the earth. So you don't need to have paper that's produced by a man to explain wealth. Like that's to distract you from the wealth that's under your feet and the wealth you breathe in and the wealth you can just take off a tree. Like that's wealthy. The struggle and the mentality to chase something that a man created is confusing. That ain't got nothing to do with the wealth of the universe. Like all that's in my skin and my blood. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't like to be in this process is what removes us from the wealth in the first place.
like J. Cole said, he said, "I never show my money and I can still go into Walmart. You can see me and I'm still normal with my people. Cause I ain't pull up in a Rolls Royce. I ain't buy all these dumb chains. I ain't do none of that. I look just like you." And he could still just go in the gas stations and pump his own gas and all that. He
I
didn't put
like
that,
that though.
yeah, he ain't put that superstar on him. Drake can't do that. Drake could have to sign 100 autographs trying to walk into a grocery store. You'll see J. Cole and be like, "That nigga look like J. Cole," and it really be J. Cole. You see Drake, you be like, "There go Drake off top." You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So it's levels to it, and I think J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar ain't sell they soul. It's a couple of them. I think the only person that made it righteously without selling they soul, is just my opinion, 50 Cent, man, and LeBron James. They don't got no dirt on them. Like they don't have no scandals. And that shit is kind of hard to believe, especially with 50 Cent. So he out there trolling P. Diddy and all of them. He doing what Kanye West was doing with no repercussions. Because I don't think they pay him, man. I think he really got it out the mud. But I could be wrong. They all can be fucking snakes. But, you know. Because Cat Williams looked like he ain't sell his soul, but he can be a plant that really sold his soul, but they just used them as a vessel. Because the devil gotta tell you what he doing. Whether it's in a joke, a movie, he cannot lie to you. The devil only could deceive you and give you a half truth. So the devil gotta tell you, I'm about to give you some money and then you gonna fall off broke before you die. He gotta tell you that before you make the deal. No matter how he said it, whether you caught it or not, that energy got to show itself before you accept it.
And what is that called?
What premonition? I don't know.
That's called universal law. He got to tell you. He even followed the universal laws.
So they'll have a Jaguar Wright come out and say it. Like, yeah, this is what they doing. All right, so now when you get in the industry, Jaguar Wright already told you. So the devil used Jaguar Wright to tell you. Some say it's God. It's all the same thing. Told you, and you still got in the industry. So you knew what you was getting into because you was told. You choose not to have faith or believe it. Now you done sold your soul. And it'd be real simple. All you do is gotta catch a starving man. Catch a starving man, he'll do down there anything, man.
Shit, deeper than that. They put it in movies and give it to you in entertainment form. It's not like they ain't showing you all this shit in movies anyway. So they showing you in your face, but you still accept it because it's entertainment. And then when it come to life, it come to real fruition. It's like you still shocked that this shit is taking place. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Especially shit like King Kong. And they show you the real Argartha and how you get there and all that. Then you got the predictive programming. That is so ill. It's like they like you can catch a 2005 Bart Simpson episode. That's exactly what happens in 2025. So I'm like, damn, y'all wrote that script in 2005, like the Kobe Bryant. That cartoon that they had when a cartoon with a helicopter crash, that was 5 years before the helicopter crash. The Led Zeppelin, if you go look at his album cover, he got the planes flying into the Twin Towers.
Right. That shit you were talking about just now when you was saying earlier, you was like, yo, they really ran into P. Diddy house to get the information. It's a movie in Cali that I think it was Keanu Reeves playing in this movie when he was younger, and the cop had the dirty cop had all the information against the like the mayor, all these people. He had it in his wall. He had money, he had tapes and all this shit in the wall, but he was like, yo, if they get this information, then he ain't gonna be that main cop dude. And at the end of the movie, they had to rip the wall down, and he had everything inside the wall. And that's when the shit came to the end. But dude ended up turning on him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't really wanna work for them like that. You know what I'm saying? But he found out he had everything in the wall. So it's like as soon as they got all the information from him, they tried to make that dude. They tried to make him fill the role that he was playing and shit. But they went and got that information from him, and they killed him. And nobody still didn't know that everybody was involved in the shit they was doing. They went and took the information to make sure that shit didn't get out. You know what I'm saying? But they killed the cop though. And you just said that shit like, yo, they'll fuck around and kill P. Diddy.
Yeah. If you want to know how secret this information is, they ain't never even told us what they charging Diddy with. We don't know why they're chasing that man.
They ain't got no charges yet right now.
That's crazy. So it could be for murders. It could be for money laundering. It could be for sex trafficking, child. It could be for anything, and they ain't even telling us. You tell us you raid them. So when have that happened? They gonna say the federales raided P Diddy's house for suspicion of this. They have this on him, and they plan to apprehend him, and he shall be brought to justice. That's how they bringing it. They ain't just gonna say, yeah, we raided 2 mansions without saying why.
Right.
It's crazy. They hiding something.
I know. The brothers from Hip Hop is Real News and shit. They was talking today. They was like that they caught the white boy that P Diddy be using. They call him his drug mule and shit. But they ain't got nothing else. They just got him locked up, stating that as a value. You know what I'm saying? So, but besides that, they said P Diddy ain't got no charges. They said his lawyers were saying that it's like it's a witch hunt. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing on them and shit. They trying to get information or whatever. And then they took all his hard drives, his computers and shit out of his house. That's what they took from him. So when you said that, I was like, yo, this shit is really starting to come together. That's probably how they gonna end this shit out, yo. Because that's the process.
And like me, like here's why he a scumbag. Okay, if you knew to leave, right? Why did you leave your sons? So
And
they
I
gonna
said
hold
that
his
shit,
sons
yo.
at leverage.
I said that shit. He dirty for that, yo. He dirty for that.
And then another thing, if you look up, here's how wicked he is. Type in P. Diddy adopts little white girl. Man, he adopted like a little 9-year-old. Got her in front of the
they talking
camera.
about she missing.
That's crazy.
She's missing. That's what I wanted to bring up. She's missing, and that's what they're talking about. Why is she missing? And it's a video showing him talking about, you like it here? And she talking about, yeah.
And look, he said, why did I adopt you? She said, because I was homeless. This girl was like 9 on the streets by herself. Come on, man. I ain't nothing but a sex slave move. Come on, man. Where your mama and daddy at?
I found my scripture for the haters in the back that think Nikki C don't know what she be talking about. So the scripture is Luke 18:25. For it is easier for a camel to go through a needle's eye than for a rich man to enter into, let me go to the whole thing, the kingdom of God. That's it.
All praise due to the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know what I think, man? When they sell their soul, and that's why they try to drink that, whatever it called, Eulachrome, whatever the word is.
Adrenochrome.
Yeah, and the reason they try to do that because when they sell their soul, it don't recycle. They know they never coming back, and it's like, damn, you done gave that your soul to that energy, and now you can't never recycle. And these people, when they die, they gone. When we die, our flesh is gone and our memories is gone, but we still come back to create new ones. They don't. Over with. Some of them get cursed like Cain and Melchizedek, though, where you never die. Do you know how that fucked up that would be if you never died from the flesh form? You just live for 1,000 years. Everybody you see, you know, gonna die before you. Should it be heartbreaking? You will wanna die, like sort of like uh um Unbreakable. When Samuel Jackson was brittle as hell, but Bruce Willis couldn't break a bone. He was throwing himself off buildings. He like, bro, I just want to get hurt one time. When you can't do something, that's when it's worth something. And they evil, man. They vampires, man. Period.
No
they live
feeling.
off blood. Now you can make a nice living without selling your soul, but a nice living, man, you only need a couple 100,000. periodically through, 2-3 years. Get your porch closed in, buy a nice garden hose,
Right.
take your car through the car wash. It's fun. Try it.
I'm not fucking with you, Drop.
That shit fun. Running the sweeper. That shit fun, dog. These motherfuckers, man. Going out to a club ain't fun to me.
Right.
Me trying to impress anybody is not fun to me. First of all, if I impress you, I kind of feel sorry for you. Like, damn, I just shitted on that motherfucker. And if you catch me looking raggedy, I feel bad about myself. So it's a two-way avenue. But I can grab a pair of Levi's. I don't need no $400 jeans. I can grab me a white T-shirt, bro. Matter of fact, give me 3 of them, and you'll see me with the same color pair of pants on and the same white T-shirt about a month. It's about 6 pair of pants, but they the same pants. About 7 shirts. Wash them, throw them away. They only fucking $6 at the fucking gas station. Look.
I'm not fucking with you, Drop.
I don't gotta shit on my people like that, man.
Where Fat Boney at? I'm tired of this. I ain't seen him in a minute.
Oh yeah, he around. Fat Boney. Got a Mac on me, don't act phony. I told baby they had dinner ready. It wasn't ready. Fat Boney left, called her back 15 minutes later, asked her was dinner ready. She said, I got dinner ready. I made it back, but the dinner was cold. I had to leave the whole. No, I'm just talking shit. Nah, but on some real shit, man, until the black man get respect from women and other races, we never gonna be shit. I heard a motherfucker talking about, yeah, black women's mouth is such and such. No, it's not. That's everybody that talked to the black man. We like kind of as a whole was taught to the world we not shit. So if you ever watch an interracial relationship, the white girl talk to him crazy. You ever watch a relationship where he ain't the breadwinner with a black girl, she talked to him crazy. Everybody talked to was crazy. Our only thing, you gonna respect me? Respect what? We don't manufacture shit. We don't got nothing, right? Only thing we got that can take over the world, don't nobody even want to use it, and that's our spirituality. That can change the vibration of the world and have people thinking different. We don't want to use that.
That's right.
We want to get butt injections, wear them wigs, and do all that shit.
Yo, check
Man,
it.
I can't wait to see these motherfuckers 70.
Yo, check it. Supreme thought, supreme being, supreme light. I manifest the knowledge for wisdom to shine bright. How you think you see the moon unless in the sun bright? Women claim independence. You can never dim the light. The day's math is understanding. I'm about to get them right. The contrast through is astral. Take flight. The only thing you really missing is understanding the fight. Supreme. Facts. It's a little
okay.
You already know the vibes. That's how I feel. No, that's how I feel for real, because not for nothing, what you just said is a jewel. We got spirituality, but it's not important to nobody. That's why the fight ain't real. You know what I'm saying? So the reflection of even seeing the sun is not even prominent to the value. You know what I'm saying? So then we sitting out here like, yo, just see me shine. See me shine. I'm trying to show you something. It's like that shit ain't important. You ain't got a bag, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
And your body got a natural response to the sun. It's like this. If you ever been sitting in the house and the sun pop out, you would just go stand in it for no reason. You would just be on your phone and walk out the door. And it just pull you to it. You're not even knowing why you standing on the sidewalk talking on the phone. It's to get that sun.
The solar panels.
They cheer you up. Yeah, cheer you up. That's why they blanket the sun out. They do that for aircraft travel also, and they do it to Stop sunny days, man. You know how happy people would be like back in the day. You'll go 7, 8 days. Temperature perfect, 79 degrees, nice puffy cotton clouds, sunshine, kids playing, water hose squirt. My phone done went dead. I'll holler at you in a minute.
All right.
All right.
You know what's deep? It's even deep about what he's saying, like talking about the sun absorption, like leaves, right? Leaves is like some of the highest technology that we got on the earth. Like the leaf can transform electrical frequency that come from the sun into a liquid called chlorophyll.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the liquid that's called chlorophyll turns the leaves green, but it's literally sunlight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know if that ever really registered with individuals. Like, we look at it as trees and shit, but it's literally taking the sunlight and transmuted it into a liquid. You see what I'm saying? Like, taking light out of the air. Like, that's powerful. Even to comprehend that as an understanding. You know what I mean? Like, that's where all the knowledge at is in the leaves.
They teach us that in science class. They talk about the chlorophyll.
Right, but like understanding that that's literally frequency, right? Shining down that gets transmuted into a liquid. That's some powerful energy right there. That's like just to know that, like, yo, they changing light into liquid. This is a divine process. That's powerful shit, yo. All the knowledge, like frequencies that like the light rays, there's so many different individual light rays, you know what I'm saying, that come in so many different frequencies, you know, and it's hitting one leaf. That solar panel is absorbing it and transmuting it into, excuse me, I'm burping, transmuting it into a liquid that's called chlorophyll, or the name they gave it called chlorophyll. The old heads used to say that the leaves got knowledge, sit by a tree. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, eat your greens and all that other stuff. But it's like deeper than just the process of relating to it, to comprehend it, understanding. That's fire, yo. Like, that's how I see it anyway. I get real, you know, enamored with the understanding of the process of the natural things that happen in the earth. I'm like, yo, that shit is fire. It's a real solar panel that uses the light that shines down, something that we only feel in a retrospective heat, or use for, you know, the sea and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that's deep.
Yep. We still only got one window shopper now. So that was deep.
That was a dope bill right there. I ain't gonna even front.
Nothing but dope bills on my channel. And the place to be right now. For some people, it's the place to not be, though. But it's the place to be for me. Does it for me.
Who's still with us right now?
I don't know. It's either the window shopper or Arab Black. One of the two. I don't know why Miss IL, nobody don't be coming up here or nothing. Shit.
Arab Black, you still on right now? Or you just slid out? If we drop a comment. Anybody still in the chat with us?
Ain't nobody in the chat. That's just the window shopper right now.
Okay. Well, window shopper, you buying an outfit?
It's
He
Miss
said, yup, it's Miss IL. He like, yup. Salute.
I'm fucking up though, to be honest.
Why you say that?
Because I was supposed to do something. I don't know if Aaron coming or not. Aaron, where you at?
Yeah, we almost been on for 2 hours. Aaron ain't slide through yet.
Aaron said he was at a workshop. I don't know if he coming.
You know, it's interesting, yo, that we got, you know, we got all this wealth that's on the earth and we distracted from even getting the opportunity to use it correctly. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not for nothing, they done changed the minds of the people. Like the brother was talking about how children view the money in hip hop on the scene, but then automatically to understand the workings of the earth is really where the knowledge at. You know what I'm saying? And like I can go in the woods and I can see herbs, I can see medicine, I can see food just naturally because of just the knowledge that I know when I'm looking and I'm walking through the woods. I know what this is, I know what that is. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what a value at, because if all this shit dropped tomorrow, I don't know how many people that can do that. How many people can save themselves? You know what I'm saying? Can go out and say, nah, I know this right here is a while this or a while that, and we can cook this up this way and do it this way to make sure we sustain for a few days or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how many people that got that knowledge right now, and that's really what I believe where the wealth at.
I really think that at the end of the day, if it came down to it, people will start being more in tune with the universe and they'll start getting the answers they need to find what they need to find and all that. Because naturally, we are meant to be able to do that kind of stuff, right? We was made to
I
survive.
think it's gonna have to be relearned though. You know, I don't think nobody can do that. It's because it's almost like drugs. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to go through detox. And when you detoxing off something, it be rough. And you know, people depending on the system right now, they're gonna have it hell and high water trying to get off that shit if it just dropped. Just think about it. You can't just go get your normal way of living. It's hot, shit ain't working, electricity ain't working, shit like that. Like you just out there trying to hold on to the little bit you got left that you took from the system, right? Hoping that sustain you through a certain amount of time. And then you like that run out, right? And shit don't get better for you as far as the system coming back. So then what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you gonna run to a building that used to have books and knowledge that don't work? What you gonna go online? Online shut down. So what you gonna do? Because there's nothing that's going to tell you where it's at. So it will be imperative to learn all this stuff now. So just in case it happened, you could just go out there and be like, nah, we good. Can you identify out of the thousands of mushrooms what mushroom can do this? What mushroom is that? What mushroom tastes like this? What mushroom tastes like that? If you ain't got no meat, you know what I'm saying? Can you identify different medicines and plants and know what their workings is? You know what I'm saying? If you sick, and we talking about you get sick instantly, what's going to help you heal? Can you go into the ocean and pull some stuff out and say, well, I know this do this and I know this do that? This is valuable knowledge. That's why I said it's the real wealth of the earth. And if something happened immediately and you can't fix that shit immediately, you just lost your life.
And then it's not meant for your life to be saved.
I mean, I can dig it.
Because when you leave here, where you going? With the Most High. So remember what I said about at the end of the day, whatever's meant to happen is supposed to happen, and you can't try to force a different outcome. Somebody like you was meant to know all those things for a reason, for your purpose. But people like me, I don't know all that. So if I'm not around you or somebody who knows, then I don't know what's going to happen to me. And I can't be worried about it.
I'm
If I don't learn it, if I don't know it,
I'm gonna send you a carrier pigeon with a piece of paper in the foot, so it got all the information. You be like, Naga came through it just in time. That bird showed up.
That's the way my life is, though. Shit be just happening right on time. So that's why you got to put your trust in the Most High. The Most High gonna put the right people in your life for for the right reasons, and I trust that wholeheartedly.
And that's how the connection of the universe work. Like when you need it is, you know what I mean. So for the most part, as long as you in the right, like that's why I don't think certain people gonna make it out, because they done did too much shit. We was talking about Diddy earlier and shit. Like the nigga done did all this shit. He can't repent. It's too much you done did. Like you can't just turn around and say, now I want to be saved. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they try to make you believe in certain processes. Just turn around and nigga, you got billions. Nigga, like ain't no way in hell somebody gonna overlook all the shit you done did. Not even a spiritual energy gonna overlook that shit. You got karma to pay, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it is
But
what
if
it's.
you listen to TD Jakes talking about all I gotta do is, if I did, all I gotta do is go back and repent. No, nigga. That's
Yeah,
an abomination, nigga. You better acknowledge that.
facts.
Shit. But he's supposed to be the clergyman. He's supposed to be the one in the pulpit. He don't even know. Talking about all I gotta do is ask for forgiveness. No. It's not that simple. You can ask for forgiveness, and you are supposed to give forgiveness, but you can't play with God when you're doing that. You got to be sincerely asking for forgiveness. You got to be godly sorry and ask for forgiveness. You can't just be telling my, oh, I'm just going to play this card, because God knows the truth already.
Exactly. Know your heart in and out.
Yeah, he know you on some bullshit. Talking about all I got to do. Nah, bye. Tell that to somebody else.
And not for nothing, when you learning the knowledge, you're gonna ultimately turn away from the system anyway. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna, like, you don't get the knowledge and then stay in the system. You know what I mean? When you truly love that knowledge and you truly immersed in it, you turn away from the system. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of speaks to some of the understanding of people who talking about they endowed in that energy. I even heard people get on they little podcast or whatever, and they be like, if God wanted it like this, we'll do it like that. I'm like, yo, the divine said, I'm not of the world. So you got to find a way to be comfortable within that energy. And if it sustain that person, that purpose, it'll sustain you too. So, you know what I mean? That's like becoming comfortable with the lesser value of what the system has to offer. So it's not even just to say it. It's when you fill your heart up with the true divine knowledge and know-how, you're gonna come away from, you're gonna move away from the system. You're gonna come out of the system because you're gonna have an affinity to that true connection. Cap PY2. Hey Nikki, panel and chat.
Oh, what's up, Cap? How you doing, Cap?
Salute.
Cap, for you just coming in, we talking about the mindset of P. Diddy, which I really wanted to tell y'all that a few weeks ago I wrote a paper about aggression, and we were asked to pick an aggressive act that recently happened in the news and write about it. And I picked, of course, the one about P. Diddy and how aggressive he's been in the past with old girl who just, what's her name again? Cassie, the one who just filed those charges against him, or put the allegations on him, and he had to end up paying her.
Right.
But I looked at a little bit of his background, because one of the things I had to figure out was where could his aggression have come from? Why is he like this? It ain't something that he just got in the industry and started doing. He already had this type of behaviors and attitudes within him, which I found out that his dad was a known drug dealer, and P. Diddy was a kid, or when he died, a really small child when he died, and his mother never told him the truth about his dad. She just told him that he died in a car accident. However, Diddy did his research and found out who his dad was and what really happened to him. So my thing was, could this all this could have been kind of, how his behavior became like that, or he picked up some of the tendencies from his own DNA, which his dad being a drug dealer and stuff, I don't know more about him. But if you're in that kind of lifestyle, more than likely you have to some violent things happen too,
Right. And
So
ultimately, he was left in the world without his father, meaning the protection. So who knows what Diddy went through? The things
yeah,
he liked and he loved today is possibly the things that traumatically messed him up when he was younger. So you know what I mean? Like now, he became everything that he possibly went through in some value. You know what I mean? Like I speak on that on a couple of my podcasts is about how people deal with negative energy, like the shit you go through that you don't use divine to help you come out of that. Then you kind of take on those characteristics because you wasn't able to beat it. You wasn't able to stand up to it, and nobody was there to help you with it. You know what I'm saying? But I heard he got a weird relationship with his mom and shit. You know what I'm saying? The way they was talking about how him and his mom is,
mm-hmm.
and who knows what went on in their house. You know what I'm saying? Like so. Like what you saying is deep. It's just something to think about. Like, you know what I mean? But you don't with those type of people, they don't really put that type of business out in the street because they too busy doing everything else. But Sir Drop was talking earlier, man. He was just like, yo, what he said, I was some powerful shit right there. Cause he was like, yo, you don't get all that money. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is real though. Like I ain't even look at it like that. Like, man, look, nigga, you got too much and you still living like, you know what I mean? Like it's like that. So it wasn't going. Let's think about it. Like if he was never going to stop. If they don't stop you, you was never going to stop anyway, right? So it just
Yeah.
speaks to value.
True.
I gotta force you to sit down. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't like you don't see what's going on. So something gotta happen to take you out of that right there. That's different. You know what I mean? So who's to say? Like you know what I mean? Don't like yeah, that is what it is to say. Like you done did all that, nigga. You was hoping nothing would change up. You know what I mean? But in every movie, you gotta have that scapegoat and it be the person who believe that they riding. You know what I mean? So shit, it is what it's gonna be.
True. Well, I don't think Aaron's coming. I think he got caught up in whatever he was doing.
I've learned to forgive my father for abandoning, but we have built a solid relationship. You know what I mean? Most brothers don't get that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the walk of the righteous. Every righteous man, gonna fall 1,000 times, but striving for righteousness, you're gonna get up 1,001 times. So if you can get to that point in your life to where you can learn from your mistakes and fix those things, that's the strive. That's what striving is all about. You know what I'm saying? Respect to you and your father, Cap. You already know the vibes.
That's true. You can come up here if you want to, Cap. If you can see the link, I can drop it again. I know you already cooked and everything. You ain't sleep. Oh, Aaron said he almost done. So we can wait. We can hang out for a minute and wait for him. So I really want to know his take on all this shit too. He always have some good insights.
Okay, that's what's up.
This could be a sleep panel. This could be a sleep panel, y'all. I'm about to go to sleep.
Don't you go to sleep? Come on, man. You're gonna make the energy shift, yo. We need the energy to stay high.
I'm just playing.
Like, I'm about to go to sleep. Y'all can talk.
Y'all know I'll fall asleep on y'all in a minute. Shit. They know.
Nah, Cap said he about to come up.
I just dropped the link, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't, and you know what? It ain't like I ain't over here fighting sleep because it's raining. That rain sound good. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you already. Like I know I'm gonna sleep good.
Cap P.
What's happening, Miss Ma'am? Hey,
chilling.
All right, how you doing, brother? Man, I think it's my first time meeting you, brother.
Yeah, peace to you, man. I'm Naga, yo.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was sitting back listening to LMP's. It was you and brother Era,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all was trying to school LMP on something. I couldn't understand what was going on, so I just sat back and listened.
See, that's what I'm saying. You see, Nikki, like we ain't think we had no audience, and the brother said he was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's what I be talking about right there. Like we didn't even know we had an audience, but that was the whole point of the situation. Like he was badgering another brother. No matter what that brother got going on in his life, the way I looked at it, if you ain't got nothing nice to say about somebody, just let that shit go. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't carry it on like that. And he was feeling like it was his opinion to speak on the value of another black man. And I was like, you're not the authority, you're not divine. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can't do that. Like, and then it was just how it was basically his opinion of a man and my stance to how divine gives all of us an equal share under his law in life. So
so that's what that was about.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Because he was really talking down about the brother. And I was like, why don't you tell him that? Because he can't defend himself. You know what I'm saying? Like you just saying this dude value in life. You was trying to say the money that he making and what he doing, like it ain't this, it ain't that. Like, and he had a ill tone about him. I'm like, yo, we got enough people tearing us down, and we got enough people in our culture fucking up already to have us just over here tearing down another brother that we don't know. I'm like, I can't represent that. I wouldn't. Me personally, I feel some type of way like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna talk about people. I was raised different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'm not gonna stand there and just disrespect somebody. If I got a problem with you, I'd rather not say nothing and I just go about my business. You know what I'm saying? Turn the page to something. You know?
I gotta ask a question. Are you from the East Coast too, brother?
Yeah, I'm from the East Coast.
Yeah, I knew it, man. Cause you and Eric got that. You know, I can always detect that energy, man, from East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just want to ask that question, brother. Yeah, I can.
What you mean the energy? Like it's what you pick up on?
It's like it's aggressive, but respectful, but you got to be heard. You know, kind of energy. You know, it's all good, man. Because I served with some brothers from the East Coast, man. I understand the energy now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it ain't nothing negative, bro.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah, cause I'm from the South. You know, we got that hospitality down here and stuff. But you know, I say, man, don't.
Where in the South you from?
I'm in Texas, brother.
Okay, all right.
Yes, sir. You know, and but it's like
Texas. I've been down to Austin before. I hung out in Austin before. I like Texas.
Yeah, I live like 30 minutes from like about 40 minutes from Austin, brother.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like I'm just aggravated now because people from the East Coast, from the West Coast, are moving to Texas. After all these decades, they insulted us about we some dumb, slow, chew tobacco, beer drinking, barbecuing ass fools. But then what the hell you coming to my fucking state for? you know.
Like I'm from the East Coast, but I'm Southeast and Northeast. I was born in New York, but I was raised in the South of the East. You know what I mean? Like I was raised in like South Carolina, Georgia area.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All
I
right.
understand the Southern hospitality, you know, the slower living, the value of the land and stuff like that. That's where I got most of my knowledge from. And then my grandfather was church going, so he was really like respecting to the Most High. So that's where I got most of my knowledge from. But the strength came from, you know, being up north, you know, as far as, you know, living a hard understanding and being able to come through that, you know, with no regard, but then using the divine to fuel it. And, you know, ultimately, I ain't type of brother that gotta be heard. I know how to listen when I'm supposed to, but it was the fact that the brother was speaking, so he wouldn't stop. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't give up on that value to how he felt about the dude. And me and the other brother was trying to give him a point of view to listen to. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? He wouldn't take that in. He didn't hear it. He just kept saying his point of view, his opinion, how he felt. And I'm like, well, you really don't got an opinion when it comes to the creation of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? None of us do. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
It's kind of like live and let live. How you were saying just now, how people looked at the people in the South because, you know, they beer drinking, whatever. They don't got a point of view on your life. They can't really do that. And it's kind of disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of
Yeah.
the day, it's classified in those values. Like, you know, people can't really, they do it, but they're not supposed to.
Yeah.
You know?
You already know down here in the South, we got certain values and that we go by and stuff. Even though there's like racial hate and all that kind of stuff, we still live by value.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, and the only thing you gotta do is give a person a little bit of time to, you know, to show you what they're going through, and you can learn from them. And that's what I had got out of growing up. I got from, because see, my grandfather was a Marine, you know what I'm saying? So like him traveling so much, he was culture different. So then with me being able to go from the north to the south and then have particular knowledges that I learned, it was like my grandfather had me open to the value of life. So I was more slow to speak and quick to listen. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I
And,
went places, you know what I mean? So I was
and
willing to learn from people in they area and let them show me how they live. You know what I'm saying?
right. And you know what? You say your grandfather's Marine?
Yeah.
Yeah, so am I, bro. And I agree on how he raised you. You know how to
Right.
see things. But with me, it's hard to pass that knowledge along. You know, I
Right.
said, just stop judging so damn quick. One thing it would help these damn little pussy ass cops out for real. When they
That's
quit the judge. And when I served, no man, you can't pull your strap out that damn quick. You can't do that. But these. So yeah, and I try, to explain to females. I've been in quite a few failed relationships because they don't want to listen to me. I think they fell into that line of how the Democrats. I don't believe in the politics shit, but I believe the Democrats really screwed up how to uh, bring up a child with a father and a mother. But they more worried about the gays, the cops, and the immigrants and stuff like that.
right.
And I came back from war and stuff, man. Like that was my opening point. I said, man, I survived this shit. I gotta make some changes, And so it took me like a little while to forgive my dad, as I said in the chat room. But my dad, he's like the best. He's like the best motherfucker to me, dog. He really is. And I understand the reason why he was going through it. Probably because my mom. But my mom was funny. She, when you give her some alcohol, that truth start coming out, and she starts, saying some things, some good things about my dad. But when she's sober, I hate that nigga. I said, Mom. I think I see why me and my dad would never form a relationship because you had a grudge behind him. Yeah. But
One of the realest things I heard, you know what I'm saying, when I was younger, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't raised with my father, but I met my father when I was like 16, 17. And one of the realest things he showed me was I was talking to this girl, whatever, and we was arguing on the phone. And he was like, "What's the fuck wrong with you?" I was like, "What you mean?" He was like, "Why you still arguing?" I was like, "Man, because she's saying this, she's saying that." He said, "Hang the fucking phone up." I was like, "But she's talking all this shit." He's like, "Listen, hang the phone up." And I was like, "But she said," he was like, "Give me the phone." I was like, "Don't say nothing to her." He hung the phone up, right?
He hung it up. Yeah.
Why you hung up on her for? He's like, "The bitch can't say nothing now." You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Dad, come on, man." You know what I'm saying? And what I learned from that was majority of the time you don't have to sit down and listen to certain things if it don't suit you. As a man, you can choose what you want to hear and where you want to be in life. You know what I'm saying? Like Aaron, what's going on, man? I'm glad you made it.
Oh, Aaron here?
Yeah, Aaron down here. Sorry for the lateness.
Brother Aaron.
But you know, it's like you can choose what you want to listen to, and then that right there gives you the opportunity to make the choices that's better for you in your life. Sometimes certain people not for you, and sometimes people are for you. And before you make a child or you go too far with them, you need to like be a little like me. I'm more patient. You know what I'm saying? I got more patience with myself and patience for the divine. So I'd rather talk and get to know a person and find out things about them before I jump off the cliff. You know what I'm saying? And majority of the time, that's how you save yourself in the long run. So, but you know, a lot of brothers and sisters, they don't do that because they hot and heavy, or they get to the value. And then by the time you look up, you like, I really don't like this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But then you got a whole life.
Let me ask you this, brother. Do you think when your dad went, grabbed the phone and hung up? Do you think he learned that from his dad, your grandpa? You know, it's like you gotta listen to that shit. You make your own decision. This and that.
I don't think he learned it from his father, because the grandfather that raised me was my mother's father.
Okay.
But my father's father, I never met him, and I know my father and his father didn't have a real good relationship.
All right.
Like so, I don't know. I don't know if he learned that from his father, but my father been through a lot in his life.
Yeah.
You know, and it shaped him different. Like he had a lot of people not care for him. My father, him and his sisters, they went through foster care, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So he had a lot of people showing him no love. So as he got older, he was more or less like, fuck everybody who don't love him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if they're gonna disrespect me, I ain't got to talk to your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of person he was. But me coming from the South, I was a little more slower to it. I was like, I didn't understand why he was so upset and so angry, but I had to incorporate some of these things in my life as a man, you know what I'm saying, just to understand how to move a little different. And it was hard for me to turn my heart, you know what I'm saying, because my heart is so big, me being raised in the South. I wasn't raised in New York. I was born in New York, you know what I'm saying, but I was raised in the South. I used to be barefoot on the land, picking blackberries and scuffing knives and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, like all summer long, you know what I'm saying? So
absolutely, I remember, I did all that good shit too, man.
Right, it was just different for me. So when I went back to New York, they used to call me country.
Right.
I'm born up here too. They was like, but you country now, you know what I'm saying? So
they
asked me to say stuff and all that, even though I had a little bit of an accent, they'll still tease the shit out of me. So it was funny to me because I understood the differences. I understood both sides to it. You know what I mean? So
exactly. I learned that from my buddies from all parts of this country, from north, south, east, west. We go out there and they be capping, which I didn't know nothing about that. And so they start capping on me. And so what it is, man, like they had to break it down to me. I said, man, I'm from the South. We call it like playing a dozen. So
we used to call it ranking or cracking joke.
Or cracking, ranking, these cats is like, that's why they help me kind of overcome my shyness, and I appreciate, and I appreciate them. I know we stay in contact, and so that's why, like, it's a shock for me to be on the panel because I'm a shy guy, but when I say what I'm going to do it, and don't come to me threatening because I like, I still know how to, get down, dog. Just relax. But that's not the point, though, man. But that's like the point we were talking about was like forgiving like your parent, now that kind of deserts you because I had like a temper like you never believe. Well, I hung around with my dad. He has more of a calm demeanor, and that's what that balance that we need. We need the woman, we need the man, to be raised up.
Right.
Yeah. So my dad, he's a cool guy, man. I love him to death. I love the wife that he's married to. She's cool as hell. So I hate to say it, man. I really hate to say it, man. I think my mom was the reason why we have a relationship. When I was coming up. Yeah.
That's your mom still though. You gotta find a way to, to be patient with your mom too. Like just learning to
Oh,
look from both sides. You know what I'm saying? That's
oh,
still your mom, right?
yeah. I'm not upset at my mom. I understand, but I think I never brought up to her before she passed. I said, Mom, with that anger that you held with my dad, I'm their first kid. Yeah, you should let that shit go so that way he can be in my life. Just, they teach me something. If I had to go join the damn Marine Corps, then I'll be a man. This and that. And so
Right.
when I got out the Marines, I said, you can't tell me shit. You know? Respectfully, you can't tell me shit, mama.
Aaron said in Chicago they call it casting.
Casting?
Yeah, casting. When you cracking jokes and stuff, they call it casting.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, casting.
Okay.
In California, we used to call it bagging on each other.
Bagging. Yeah.
I heard that too.
Yeah, I was in California over there, sweetie. I was living out what was it? Culver City with my cousin. Well, I was stationed there first. I came back. Yeah, that's what they call it, bagging. So yeah, it's all good, man. I think the only people that have issues on how we call it, like bagging or capping or playing of dozens and this and that, are these foreigners. I said, dude, man, we've been doing this shit for a long time.
Right.
And now you're gonna have an issue with it? What do you niggas insult me? We're not insulting you, dog. This is how we live. You gotta build that strong energy spirit up, man, because you're not aware of this racism or whatever and shit, this you're gonna be left behind. Yeah, so
the thing about that is what it is subconsciously. Most people like to enjoy jokes. They just don't want to be the joke. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they can't. You know what I mean? But it's contrast though. Like you can't sit there and listen to jokes and laugh and then expect not to be a part of one. Like you're gonna be a part of a joke one day. So you might as well bring this shit down because I'm gonna crack jokes on you. If we cracking jokes, I'm gonna crack jokes on everybody in the damn room. Like shit. We used to get it in, like we was in school and shit, man. Shit, we mama jokes and all that shit. Like we had it bad, yo. Like if you,
I was about to ask you that, dog. What? They're in school. They're lunchtime. Yeah,
that's right.
And it's all the brothers sitting, in one corner, and we just busting out laughing and shit. And white folks looking around like, like in shock. What are they laughing about? They're insulting each other. So you don't get it, cracker. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. It's fun.
I had a white homeboy too that we used to crack jokes with him. Homeboy named Scotty, but he was funny as shit. You know what I'm saying? He grew up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And like pretty much like he was just like us. You know what I'm saying? Even though his skin was lighter, but he was just like us. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't none of that shit. And the brother was funny as hell. He knew how to get down with the get down. You know what I'm saying? So it be like that in different places. Like you meet people sometimes they got the same energy that you carry. So you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I ain't never had the wrong encounter with white people, but for the most part, I got white friends, you know what I'm saying? So I I don't really just hate on them like that, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, not for nothing, you don't really know what story people like where they been at in life or what they go through. But you do got some people that just don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to pay attention before I speak. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been in situations where I was called some of the nastiest names in the world. But then I've been in situations also where white people would have hurt you for me. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on where you at.
Yeah, yeah, I dig it, dog. I was there too, bro. Yeah, yeah,
I've been protected by them, and I don't fought a bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends, like, you know what I mean, the situation. Like, so I
yeah.
mean, I just don't like the
Are
small.
you?
I just don't really, you know what I mean. I don't really care for it too much.
Yeah, I don't mean to ask you your age, dog. Are you like in your 50s, something like that?
Oh nah, I'm not 50. I'm 44.
Okay, all right, yeah. Because back then, you know, y'all was catching the trail tale of how we did things in school, you know, with the playing the dozens and stuff, you know, and but back in my era, white folks didn't understand why we always hung out together.
Right.
But we was cool. We was all cool in school, you know. I think when as they, you know, after we graduated and decades later, they start learning how they really feel. You said, oh, you're on that side of the team, right? I said, okay, all right, gotcha. So no, but we're cool. So no, dog, no, we're not cool. Because I don't roll that way. But you made your decision. It's all good.
True.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, just I just didn't want to see you when you're gonna hang me. I hate to see you with your clan mask off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So shit, man. I think I'm still cool with them. I just love how as brothers, you know, we just sit around each other in the cafeteria and just clown each other, man. It's like it's love. People don't say it's love. We're not insulting each other. It's love.
I had this one dude that I was in school with named Rodney Evans. And he wanted to have mama jokes. So he was talking about my mama bad. You know, my mama light skinned, she's short. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, she's a good looking woman. So he be like, yeah, I had your mama, I did this, I did that. But his mama, you know what I'm saying, she was cockeyed and cross-eyed, you know what I'm saying, at the same time. So she had like one like she'll look at you, her eye be crossed, but the other one be looking the other way, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like this nigga was talking about, he was talking about messing with my mama, and I was like, yo, we was fucking your mama, and she ain't know who she was fucking. Like everybody bust out laughing and shit, right? So that nigga wanted to kill me, yo. That nigga wanted to kill me, and me and him ended up fighting after that shit. Like the shit was over. We had let the shit go or whatever. I'm walking, the nigga just jumped on the back of me and shit. He want to hit me in the back of my head and shit. I end up knocking the nigga the fuck out. He snuck me and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga was mad as hell about that shit. This nigga wanted to kill me. But
man.
And the jokes, you fucking the shit out of my mama, you know what I'm saying? But as soon as I say some real shit about your mama, like that shit hurt his feelings. So sometimes it would go left, yo. Like sometimes niggas couldn't handle the heat that they put out, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, damn. Well, that was a cold ass joke though, man. God damn.
It was a real joke though. It was like it was the truth. It wasn't made up. Like his mama really was cockeyed and cross-eyed. Like everybody known that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That nigga was like, he was mad as hell about that. This nigga fought probably like 2 or 3 times after that, yo. Like he was mad about that shit forever, yo. Like for real. You know what I'm saying? That shit was funny, yo. Like, but everybody laughed about that, but shit, like, you know, some niggas will say shit, they would dish it out, but they couldn't take it. You feel me?
Right. Yeah, you're right, brother. Shit. Yeah, but that's funny as motherfucker, man. No. And that's what we do. We try to tell these Africans, man. So that this is how us Black Americans do. That's how we talk to each other. But it's not. I mean, it's either you let it hurt you or you build from it.
Right.
You know, can't be a pussy out here like that. See, I'm sorry about that, Nikki. And
About what?
you know, my cuss words.
Oh, you good? I never
Yeah.
heard you. I'm focused on something else. I'm listening to y'all partially.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. That was funny as hell right there, dog. Talking about his cross-eyed mother.
Hell yeah. Hey, Aaron, man, Nikki wants you to come in and give your point of view on what you said, Nikki, on the Diddy situation, right?
Yeah, why you ain't come up here, Aaron? What's going on?
Aaron, man, he's at the table, counting his goddamn money. That's what he's doing.
Aaron probably was doing something else. He wasn't even in here for a second. That's what it was. I'm waiting. I've been looking at the thing, seeing if he was up here.
Yeah, he's still down there. He was just speaking to Mizael.
Nah, he's just counting his money for real. So yeah, dog. I see. Okay, I see what you hustling in. Yeah, I see your little whip. You know. Yeah, he's counting his money. That's why I want to come visit the East Coast, New York, and hang around some hustling brothers and shit, and feel their energy and stuff, learn a little something from them. Man, I heard about those immigrants, man. They turned New York upside down.
I ain't been in New York in a while, man.
Man,
It's been some years since I've been up there.
wow. Shoot. I know.
Like out there in the summer.
You going there in the summer?
I might go in July. I might go.
Oh, okay. For what? You got family over there, sweetie?
It's a family reunion.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I might not though. I'm just thinking about it.
It's gonna be in what's that city with most of
it's gonna be not even in New York. It's gonna be in New Jersey.
New Jersey. Oh, okay.
But if I go, I'm going to New York. You know that. All I gotta do is catch the train over there.
Yeah. Man, there's many reasons why I want to come visit New York. Because there's the culture, the food, and their transportation system.
I don't like the transportation system, but I do love going to get me some Spanish plates. I love the pizza. You know what I'm saying? I love going. I got a lot of family in New York too. You know what I mean? But for the most part, if I go back to New York, I just want to check out the dispensaries and shit.
I like the pizza too.
The pizza be busting, yo. I ain't gonna even front,
pizza
yo.
Be busting.
That's right.
Okay, yeah. I've been hearing like this pizza war between East Coast and Chicago.
Hey, I know a place out here that I can get that pizza.
What, you want the New York pizza?
Yep. And the reason why the pizza tastes right, because they get the water from New York. They said it's because of the water. I'm like, what?
No, it ain't, yo.
That's what they said. That's what the owner of the restaurant said.
Oh my goodness. No,
it's
it ain't.
Water.
It's a place over in South Carolina by Myrtle Beach. They make New York pizza. And that should be good. They even make the big giant slices. It's to me what make a New York pizza is the cheese and how they make the pie. So it's like they make the pie flat and large, and they do like a certain level of low sauce, and then they put the Parmesan mixed with the it's like a 3 cheese combination, you know what I'm saying? Mozzarella, Parmesan, and I can't remember that other cheese, you know what I mean? But it's like it's sprinkled lightly, and then I love cheese pizza, you know what I'm saying? So I don't get like the pepperoni and all that shit. I just get a regular cheese pizza. Like I eat a whole, if it's made right, I eat like 2-3 pies. It's a place in like farther in South Carolina. It's called, but It's called the Village Idiot, and that company is literally from New Jersey, but they make a good New York pizza too. You know what I'm saying? Like they shit tastes damn near the same flavor. Like the sauce got to be that particular type of sauce, and it's basically tomato sauce, oregano, and basil. You know what I'm saying? A little garlic in it. It's basically that. I can make a good New York pizza at home. I make like homemade pizzas myself, but you know, like just New York got that certain authentic style, and like I don't think it's the water though. I think they're trying to gas you. I don't think it's the water, yo. I think they're trying to gas you.
We always got these the state wars and stuff. It's the water here. Oh, y'all using goddamn rats and no. I was like, man, it's like I hope one day I can go to New York and sample their food. But they say, look, when you go to those people that's selling hot dogs, I said you gotta be they also you gotta be careful with them motherfuckers, man, because you don't know what they're selling. You know. And then I want to go to Chicago and try their pizza out.
Yeah, I seen a video when this dude was talking about Chicago pizza, and it was like the deep dish, and they put the sauce on top of their pizza. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just a little different for me, but I wouldn't mind trying it out.
Yeah, it's a whole lot more crust, to be honest. But I mean, it depends on what style you order.
And see, I don't like a lot of bread on I don't like a lot of bread pizza. Like I like my pizza thin crust.
Yeah.
You know, flat, like you could fold it, you know what I'm saying? Flat and large. Like I like it like that.
Yeah, man. But I been saying, like back in the days, when they're doing videos, a person walking to a pizza parlor and just order a slice of pizza. That's a big giant ass slice.
Yeah, we used to pay like $1.
Yeah.
I was like 6 years old. Like when I was like 6, 7 years old, me and my cousins, we had to hold hands across the street, and we'd go over there with like $3, and then they end up cutting the big pieces in half. You know what I'm saying? Because we were so little and shit. So
yeah,
we could share 3 slices of pizza between a few people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was fun, man. It was fun growing up, and get like a little quarter juice or whatever. They slice it in half, and everybody get their own half a slice of pizza and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
It was just like a thing. Like, you know how some people go and they get like a burger from McDonald's. Well, for us, it was a slice of pizza. You know what I'm saying? Like, can we go get a slice of pizza? And they just give us some quarters and shit. We run across the street,
Yeah.
It was like a comfortable thing, like, a home type thing, you know what I'm saying? Getting slices of pizza.
Yeah, exactly, brother. Yeah, I heard a lot of stories about that, man. Yeah. So I was hoping one day.
Me and my brother, when we first moved down south, that was the whole thing. It's like they had other pizza places, but it was like, this don't taste like New York pizza. And my mother be like, well, you ain't in New York no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was a thing we had to adjust to. But we went down south when we was young though. You know what I'm saying? Like the first time we actually lived down there, I think I was like 4 or 5 years old, something like that. I went to kindergarten down south, so you know what I mean, we had to adjust. Like that was like first time I ever seen a goat or a cow in person. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like a culture shock. You know what I'm saying? So we had to adjust to that, and then fried chicken became the new food. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's what was going on down south. You know what I'm saying? Like fried chicken, fried pork chops. You know what I'm saying? Like, southern home food like collard greens and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Mac and cheese.
3,000 degrees, Nikki. 3,000 degrees said, what up?
Oh, what's up, 3,000 degrees?
Yeah, you right, dog. You definitely right, man.
What's going on?
Like, the whole barbecue thing and all that. Like, we wasn't doing that in New York. We was, so it was just different. But yeah, I love down south food, man. Like, I want to come to Texas and get that Texas in every way. You know what I'm saying? Them briskets,
man,
them oxtails. You know what I'm saying? I want to try them big beef ribs and all that. Like that's what I want. I want to come to Texas and chow down, yo, because I know that's where it's at for that.
Yeah, man. You know what? Due to the to the economy, things got a little more expensive. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, but you still come on down here, and still find that love. You know what I'm saying? Shit, cause matter of fact, tomorrow I'm gonna barbecue my goddamn self.
You just barbecued 2 days ago.
Baby girl, I barbecue almost. I barbecue almost like about
Every other day.
two times a week.
He said, I'm barbecuing again tomorrow. Shit.
Yes, ma'am. That barbecue shit, man. Yeah,
Mm.
but I gotta learn how to make that mac and cheese salad though, boy. There's a lot of things I want to try and teach myself to learn through YouTube.
Cheese salad.
Yeah. Yeah, you got
The
anything
macaroni.
black, everything black that we cook. I want to learn how to cook it.
Mhm.
It could be like banana pudding or like I said, mac and cheese or some mustard greens or some cabbage. I just want to learn how to cook that shit because like my grandma, she cooked for us, but she never taught me as a boy because I think boys supposed to be out spending time outdoors and women and females inside the kitchen. But now I gotta learn how to cook it my damn self. I don't mind it. I really don't. I was like, yeah, but I barbecue a lot. Mostly chicken and beef. Yeah, I don't do that pork and nothing like that. But yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't eat pork at all no more. But like when we was young, we used to eat it. But I
Yeah,
don't eat pork at all no more. It's been years. I ain't eat pork since I was a teenager.
yeah. And my family look upside my head out like I'm crazy because I don't want to go. I don't do crawfish bowls. No, I don't do that. If you understood what you're eating, you would eat it. You would eat it yourself. So I said, yeah, just go and enjoy yourself, man. I'm here.
I can't front. I like some seafood though. I ain't gonna even say that lie to you. I like seafood, yeah.
Yeah, I do slip up once a year. Once a year, dog. I gotta have some crab legs or something like that, some shrimps.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I gotta have it. No, at least once a year and stuff. So, but yeah, here in Texas, dog, man.
Aaron, big dog, what's going on with it?
What up, Aaron?
Hey, what it do? What it do? What up, Cap? Long time no see, bro. What up,
Oh,
Nog?
dog. Hey, man, I text you that one time I saw you on the video. I said, oh, that's Aaron right there.
Which one? Which video?
What was the? It was. I think you probably thought you was talking to a female and it turned out to be a transformer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the Aaron. I see you, dog. I see you.
Yeah. I was playing a role. Yep.
Yeah, man. I saw you at the the NAACP awards.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I said, yeah, Aaron looking sharp, man. Look at him.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Trying to make my presence known and
I'm
felt,
over here laughing.
not just in the YouTube streets, but in Hollywood too. I'm trying to show them how it's really done. How to do this thing. All this stuff out here. The situation with Diddy, it's like Information Man was saying yesterday, it's the chickens coming home groups. You can't be doing this. And he's gonna be like the second major producer or record label owner from the East Coast, West Coast era to go down. I mean, he might be in there with Suge for all we know. But anyway, that's it's not looking good for him.
You said he might be in there with Suge.
I'm just saying that. I'm just
Oh,
saying that. Yeah, I just said that, Suge, he's serving time. Suge was his main rival from the East Coast, West Coast situation.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm sure they might not actually put him in the same cell with Suge, but I'm just I'm just throwing
But
that
they
out
trying
there.
to say they don't have Diddy, and Diddy's not in jail, and he's not in Antigua. He's just nothing. They don't have anything on him. What you think about that?
Well, I mean, if they don't have nothing on them, then I guess those raids was all in vain. Then, if that's the case, I mean, they went in his house looking for evidence, right?
Pretty much,
Three
they took all the hard drives and stuff like that from his computers and stuff.
Well, he might have been smart and erased them or something like that. You know, I'm not saying he didn't do these things. I'm not saying he did do them, but I mean,
What I've been
it's a
noticing.
real.
Go ahead, brother. My bad. Go ahead, brother.
I'm saying it's a real sketchy situation. I mean, Cassie, she's the one who pretty much lit the fuse on this whole thing, and and he's and that's another point that Info hit on yesterday, that Diddy's been known to pay his way out of situations. So who knows? He might have paid somebody to make these things disappear.
Hey, brother Aaron.
Yeah.
What I've been noticing is, ever since all this shit has been hidden on P. Diddy, a lot more folks now they feel comfortable of coming out and telling the truth, what they experienced being around him.
Well, you know what? Maybe that's a form of therapy. So yeah, maybe they should. I mean, yeah, it probably shouldn't have taken them that long, but maybe some people were probably afraid to do it, and now they probably do feel more. And the same situation's going on with Nickelodeon, with Dan Schneider, and that situation too. It's this documentary they got on Netflix called Quiet on the Set or something. I'm gonna check that out. A lot of people talking about it.
Quiet on the Set.
Like that earlier
What's
today.
that about?
The producers of Nickelodeon and what they was doing, and the actors starting to come out and talk about how they was treating them.
You're right.
Yeah, a lot of children and a lot of P word type of stuff going on. Be careful for the YouTube audience. Can't say certain things. So I'm just saying P word.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's what's that? Aaron. Yeah, Aaron. Aaron, I saw you in what's that sister's she live here in Texas too, right down the road from me. You was there during her live stream yesterday. Nicole View.
Nicole.
Yeah, were you there yesterday?
No, I wasn't on her. I was on Information Man's live stream.
Oh, Information Man's. Okay.
Information Man went live?
Yeah, he was talking about the Diddy situation. Yeah.
Yesterday? Oh, I missed it. Fuck.
Yeah, it's like it was the issue, that what that movie's about is talk about how they treat these young kids in Hollywood.
They having sex with them.
Yeah. And you can also go on Twitter, or what it's called X now. And,
X.
And man, they post just like so many of these sick ass white dudes, man. Cops, teachers, doctors, doing this and that.
Politicians.
To kids. Yeah, to kids. But yeah, they want to project that image on us black folks. No, wait.
Remember that movie, Devil in the Blue Dress?
Yeah, I read the book too.
Remember why that what they end up finding out at the end of the day was that big dude was a politician who had that little boy with him. Remember?
Yeah, that's in their nature. But
they were showing that shit. They were showing it back then. Was we paying attention? No.
Nope, we wasn't. We didn't know. But now they're getting busted. They're getting busted now. But of course, these white people that does the shit, they get like a little step on the wrist.
As far as I'm concerned, they're trying to blame everything on Diddy now. They don't want to put none of their ass on the forefront in the limelight. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what, Nikki? Like we've always been saying, though, the thing with the situation and the difference between us and them is they got ownership of the media and all that stuff. Not to mention their own code. And we've been talking about being on code for like as long as I've been on YouTube. Being on code.
Yep.
That's true.
Hey, Nikki. Also, like over there in like in Hollywood, you know, these fake. I don't want to say these small hats. Put it that way. Call them that. You know, they operate everything around here. You know, and what they do is their nature. I mean, all this. I mean, when I get on Twitter, I just seeing like posts of missing kids. Like every damn day. And I'm like, don't having these parents, sit back and just, explain things, how to take care of yourself, be careful, don't be on your phone, this and that, man, because it don't make sense of all these missing kids, these black kids. And then and there's also missing adults too.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on, man? I mean, we understand what's going on. We do. We ain't gotta say it. But it pisses me off a lot because I'm always reposting missing kids, black kids and stuff. And I'm like, man, and like the last time I went to the country, for my nephew's senior day, and some white dude walked to my baby niece. She's a half breed, but she, that's my family. I asked her, hey, are you one of her uncles that I haven't met? And then my niece want to jump on and say, Uncle Courtney, don't say that. So who is he? I don't know him. He's walked up and just addressed you. I'm pretty sure my brother and her mother is not trying to show them what's going on. Because the mother's white, my brother, he's black. I said, dude, come on, man. I said, I'm the only one that addressed that dude, man. And I said, man, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to protect my needs. That's all. And he just walked off. I'm trying to tell my niece, you don't understand these motherfuckers, man. I know they part your family too, your genes, but no. Well, uncle's here, I'm gonna protect you. And stuff. So I said, I don't care if you feel embarrassed. You didn't introduce me to him in the first place. If I knew he was your coach, which is the worst people to have, yeah, I'd probably be cool, but I don't know him. And so I think it falls under my brothers, man. It's like a fatherhood. No disrespect in saying that, but dude, come on, bro. Stop being naive. You can't do that shit. Or your kid's gonna come up missing. But I said, whatever, man. You're the parent. I'm just the uncle. I don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? So I hope nothing bad happens to him. So, but sweetie, Nikki, and everybody else, I gotta go because I got an appointment with the vet tomorrow and stuff. So I enjoyed.
Hey, man, nice meeting you, brother. Man, it was good chatting with you.
Yeah, I appreciate you came up here. That's cool.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, like Nikki, whenever you go live, I miss it. So I got lucky tonight.
Oh, that's all good. I'm gonna go live more now. I got people to come up with me now. I don't be having to by myself no more.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and go live too. Just play some Bob Marley songs. to give our black people more uplifting, more strength, opening your mind. Like, what was it? What was that quote that he used about letting go of that mental slavery mentality? Yeah, I want to sing that. Man, come on, y'all, wake the fuck up. Even that Russian dude went there exposed. So yeah, the black Messiah is Jesus. He's black.
Putin.
Putin. Yeah, thank you, brother. Yeah, I said, come on, black folks, man, wake the fuck up. So sometimes you got, I think they want to hear from a white person, to let them know that we are the original people. But I use Bob Marley music, to try and preach, try and make them feel it, and wake them up. But yeah, I'm sorry, sweet. I'm, from babbling on and stuff. But like I said,
it was good talking to you, brother. It was a good conversation, man. Appreciate
it was.
Yeah, I gotta take my regular ass to bed. So I need my VA appointment and shit. So
shit, I gotta go get up early too.
Yeah, I enjoyed y'all. I totally enjoyed y'all, man. And I especially love how that brother, how he explained things from a New York East Coast, mentality. I love that shit, man. It's all knowledge. You take all the knowledge that you can from everybody.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. It's all love.
All right, y'all. Y'all stay safe, all right?
You too.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
And I'm over here fighting my sleep. I don't think Aaron coming back. I don't know if he coming back or not.
Yeah, it's been a good one. We done damn near hit 3 hours, so
yeah, we gotta go. Shit, this shit ain't nobody gonna watch the replay on this shit. All right, well, y'all know what I want y'all to do. There go Aaron. Let's see what Aaron gonna say now, and then we gonna leave. We gonna get up out of here. Yeah, we didn't hit almost 3 hours, Aaron.
All right.
Did you have more you wanted to add?
Yeah, I'm still glad that you haven't lost your touch. You still talk about hard hitting issues, and you still come on here and vibe. That's how you do it. And appreciate meeting some old new folks and some old ones that came back too. Glad to see Cap come on through and got Naga here. But I swear I met you before, Naga. I really do.
Yeah, we did on Nikki panel one time. We said that the last time we was up here.
All right.
This is basically a reunion, night, right?
Well, yeah, last night, but I'm talking about like before last night.
Yeah, we did. That's what I said to you last night. That me and you was on a panel together with Nikki before.
Yeah, okay, all right.
It was a minute ago. It was a minute ago, but yeah, I remember you had came up on.
We've been on the streak and we got one window shopper.
Oh yeah, you got the window shoppers, huh? They didn't came back more, huh?
And he don't know why.
That might be Mizael because he been in the back. It might be Mizael because he was in the background.
Oh yeah, Mizael was in the chat. I spoke to Mizael and 3,000 degrees.
Mizael now? That might be Mizael still. I just want to sing the song. Shit.
But yeah, y'all, always glad to chop it up. Like your title says, chop it up with C.
Yep, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, but I was finna close it out because I'm finna have to go to bed because I gotta get up and try to get to LA. And I hope that it rolled like it did the other day because the universe had me and took me and through the traffic. And I didn't have no problems getting there.
What you got going on in LA, Nikki?
I'm going back to the thing to do the workshop.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I will I'm gonna shut it down, y'all. We've been on here for 3 hours. Shit. I'm gonna shut it down. I want to say I want y'all to love yourself, know yourself, be true to yourself, stay fly, live in your truth.
It's
And
always
y'all know what it do.
You already know the vibes.
Right. And make
Alright,
sure you
then.
always wear your
Hold yourself
panties under
down out there in
panties.
that rough city.
You said what? Naga?
I said, Aaron, hold yourself down out there in that rough city, brother.
Oh yeah, I definitely will. You know, think I can
Aaron
handle
got
it.
this shit down packed.
Hmm?
I said Aaron got that shit down packed.
That's right.
Yeah, then it'll be 11 years in April. So yeah.
I got an uncle that live out there. My uncle Michael Beckham. He live out there.
All right. Yeah, you don't have to come out here with us and hang out with me and Nikki.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna try to hit the West Coast sooner or later.
That's what's up.
All right, y'all hold it down, man. I'm gonna go ahead and close my eyes.
All right.
All right now.
All right, y'all. Peace.
All right. Later.